The previous stream just crashed. We've been dealing with that a lot, it seems. I think that's the third time in a week. So that's almost half of 7 days, right? 3 out of 7. So that's really, really bad. We've had this occur in the past before where the stream would crash consistently and it decimates your audience. I'm extremely disappointed. I've got very fast internet. I got a brand new phone. It's got to be YouTube. I'm very disappointed with all of that. Mister, what happens, says James O. James O, I couldn't even tell you what happens. I'm guessing that the YouTube app is a doo-doo app to stream from. That's what I'm actually guessing. I'm guessing you should not stream from the YouTube app because it is doo-doo quality. All right? I appreciate you guys jumping back in and hitting the like button and letting your friend know if your friend was in the live stream and they got booted out because I made the other one private. Let them know this one is up. Wow, that is some bull crap, man. Let's get moving. Woo! All right, so Derek Ortega. Mr. Derek, nothing like getting booted out of your own live stream. So Derek is in the Slab Away channel. I'm very disappointed. He just paid off the rest of the Deoxys slab. Thanks, Derek. Wow, Derek Ortega has finished 4 slabs. Holy Jesus, dude. I just can't believe that has happened so many times. I don't get it. It's really so frustrating and disappointing. I always thought maybe the problem, I always thought in the past, maybe the problem is that, oh, I don't have good enough internet. Oh, maybe my phone's not as good as I thought it was. That was on my old iPhone back in my condo. We have very fast internet now. Como Internet provides faster internet than I had back in my condo. And again, we're running the iPhone 13 Pro. Couldn't possibly be those things. So I am increasingly suspecting that it is just the YouTube app. It's a doo-doo app. I don't understand why I can't stream in 1080p from the app even. Like, come on. YouTube canceling streams out of boredom. Some weird guy in a furry suit said pause. Yeah, probably not. But I don't know what it is, but it's making me very upset. You just can't have that. Man, it's hot in here. Is the heat running? It is. How do I turn this heat off? I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to turn the heat off in my house. It is just too hot in here. My wife likes to turn it up. And let me turn this up. Turn this back down. All right. Dude, it is hot in here, and I got a heater right next to me just blowing hot air on me. Derek Ortega, congratulations on your new card, man. It's a really nice one. All right. What's up, Mr. Hotboxing? How's it going, man? Now, Derek Ortega also says, live ship will include my cards from the pack break. Once it's done, I should now have a bag and a total of 3 slabs. Sounds good. So here's Derek Ortega's bag. And let's print you up a label. Okay, a bit of a heavier bag. Print. Dude, it's not right, man. That's messed up. I'm so tired of the YouTube app crashing. All right. Now we've got Joseph Meyer. Hi, chat, and hi, mister. My name is Joseph Meyer. I have a bag. I'd like 1 random vintage poker card. Let's start there, then. What's the hot slabs for today? Come on, mister, figure it out. Stream getting messed up. Your room is too hot to open pokies. I mean, what else can go wrong? Maybe it's updating. Turn off automatic updates, says Corn Rules. Corn Rules? I never did that. I never did that. But this time it did not actually show itself updating. But you're right. It could be an update. Oh, man, look at that snipe. He immediately pulls for Alligator, one of the starter Pokemon out of Gen 2. Very good. Now, he also says, I'd like a spot in the large custom. P.S. It should be breakpoint, not breakthrough. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably wrote breakthrough down. Well, here we go. That is a good point to make. All right, Joseph. Joseph Meyer. Descript is to be shunned. Joseph says he's already got a bag. Let's go find it. Joseph Meyer. How do you manage to sell slabs at like twice the value so consistently? Well, I would argue it's not necessarily at twice the value, first of all. If that was true, I'd be very, very wealthy. Occasionally, I buy cards that I know are underpriced, and I wait for the price to move up, and then I list them for sale. So sometimes that happens. Yeah. You never know what I've got in my back pocket. That's the truth. And I keep a very close eye on the market all the time. I bought 4 slabs last night. None of them for me. They're just there for me to sell later. Cards I expect to go up in price. Next up, we have Joey Barton. He says, first and last pre-order, Mr. Lol, 2 live customs, 1 large sub. I have a baby bag with Topps cards in it. Sounds good, man. Mister, you can't be selling for profit. Hey, he's a communist. Joey Barton. Profits are evil. All right, 2 live customs. So this is for Joey Barton. Ooh, shoot, man. We got Wind. Oh, look, a Jungle Rapidash, which is kind of nice. Also, oh, what's this? That's also kind of nice, whatever that is. 1 XY Phantom Forces. Oh, perfect. All right, Mr. Joey, you jump onto this list. Joey Barton. There we go. Wonderful. And Joey Barton, you probably have a baby bag right here. Blueberry says, yay, mister! Now we have Mr. Esawy, who says, may I have 5 custom boosters and 5 fusions? Oh, man, he just picked up the hit, didn't he? Joey did. He did that to you yesterday, I feel like. So 5 live customs. Let's see what happens. You were doing that to him earlier, too. Here's Nidoran. 1, 2. That should be in a sleeve. 3. I think this did have a sleeve. 4 and 5. Ah, man. I am very sorry, Esawy. Be careful on those live customs. They could be very rough. Let's get you those fusion strikes, though. Give me a minute. Where are the fusion strikes? Here they are. I sold a PSA 9 Umbreon Celebrations for $150, and people called me a scalper because it's 47 loose on TCG. Profits are evil. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it, though. People are like, you're not allowed to sell it except at the lowest price. And that's not necessarily true. If people were only allowed to sell an item at the lowest price, well, then Pokemon cards would never move up in price. So how did they reach these prices in the first place? Right? How did they reach higher prices unless somebody started to sell it at a higher price? That's the only way it works. All right. Somebody eventually has to sell it for more than what it last sold for. And that's the only way that it can move up in price. It snowed enough to stick in my state. To what? To stick in my state. How does the Topps break work? It's 2 packs at a time. So for $20, you'll get 2 cards at a time. And there are a total of 8 spots. So it'll be 8 people with 2 cards per person. You hope that you pull a holographic card, but there will be a little name shuffle. And so it's random. All right, let's see. You got Darker Eye. He's a little spoopy. Mantine. Here's Dreepy. Here's Steelix and Serena. Whoop! Do you have any evolutions left? I do. Evolutions are not on the menu tonight on purpose. We have a rotating menu. So tonight we have Shining Legends and Lost Thunder. One beautiful Serena. Esawy says, I have a bag. Let's grab that bag. Thank you so much, Mr. Esawy. Esawy says, damn, that was a cold round. It's a bummer, isn't it? It really burns too, because if you get used to, if you sort of start to anticipate nice hot pulls, it sucks extra when the pull is cold. Here is a lovely dark Tyranitar. It's pretty pricey though. Those Team Rocket return cards are really low pop, so they just command a higher price whenever it's a nice and desirable card. Like this Psyduck for 160. It's pretty pricey, and you would think, oh, well, why is it that expensive? Well, because if you look it up, there are none for sale. And the one that's most similar in price to it, the 9, I think is like 400 or something. Here is a Misty's Favorite 9. And a shiny Lugia. Sweet. Next up, we have Darcy, 3 Lost Thunders, and 8 Battle Styles. Darcy, I believe in you. Anything for Darcy. 3 Lost Thunders, 8 Battle Styles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 3 more of these. 6, 7, 8. Do you have any PSA packs graded for sale? You mean PSA graded boosters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have a number of those, and I was thinking about letting 1 or 2 of them go. I don't know, though, because maybe I just hold them. It's hard to say, man. It's really hard to say. I have more than enough product, so I don't need cash on hand. So I don't really need to sell them. That's how it feels. Okay, we got some beautiful Lost Thunders. How many people are in the Tops break? Right now, I think it's Derek Ortega by himself, but the pack breaks are extremely popular. So as I go through the rounds tonight, it will fill up very fast is what I'm anticipating, okay? All right, Miss Darcy, or Mr. Darcy. Here's Snubble. Oh, a lovely Typhlosion holo, and Quilava as well. Very cool. So the Lost Thunders in this round are cold, so I apologize for that. I like the Typhlosion. He would actually be a very gradable pull. The problem is this Typhlosion appears to be a bit off-center. All right, how about the Battle Styles? Maybe some hot ones in the Battle Styles. We got Tower of Waters. Yeah, he would normally be a gradable holo. You know what I mean? Because it's Typhlosion, and the artwork is fantastic. You got Necrozma V, Fearow, Kaka. Here's Seadra, Shinx, Karkle, Pawniard, and Corviknight. All right, so that was 8 rounds of Battle Styles and 2 pulls, which is pretty good, actually. Darcy, you're going to get your own box pretty soon. Got a fat little bag, man. Is there a pack break? There is. I've placed it into a box so that I can show off 4 slabs at a time. Let me show you. So here's the pack break and the remaining Tops packs. Wow, we really sold a lot of the Tops packs last night. I think there's less than half a box remaining. Here's Derek's name, and these next 2 packs are the ones that will be opened. Okay, so but we're going to keep that up here. Can I show you? So we've got pack break, live customs, the pulls from the live customs, and my lists. So those are just above right there. Okay. Now we've got Alexander Coca. Hey, mister, 1 spot in the duel for Alexander Coca. I do love the duels. The duels are one of my favorite things right now. It's Alex Andrew, Coca, Alexandru. Now we have Cheese, who wants 5 fusion strikes. Where are my fusion strikes? Here they are. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck to Cheese. I'm new here. What's a pack break? A pack break is where you buy 1 card in the pack, and you hope that you pull the best card in the pack. In this case, we're doing 2 cards at a time. The description doesn't really explain that part, because mostly it's just people who already kind of know what's going on in here buying into the pack break. But yes, so this time it's 2 at a time, and you're buying 1 card from the pack, and you're hoping that you snipe the hot pull. Zorora, Meltan, and perfect! You got all hollows, Mr. Cheese, on All Hallows Eve. That's what we should call it. I love the streams at night, much better than stressing on Overwatch. What? On Overwatch? Sorry, Mr. Cheese, that was a really tough round. Jacob Underwood, he wants 3 Evolving Skies. Oh, Jacob, you should have said so. And a live custom booster. So let's see if I can get used to this. Dude. Oh, look at that. He also says Pokemon Duel. All right, so this is for Jacob Underwood. Underwood? Sounds a little very easy to tease, I suppose, in school. Oh, look. This is the Dang It card from earlier. So the Dang It card is gone now, and he's picking up 2 spots in the Phantom Forces. This is for Jacob Underwood. All right, so this is definitely much further along now. We have these spots over here and these spots down here, much closer. So that wasn't too bad. You got that on 1 live custom. He also wants live shipping. You got it, Jacob Underwood. Gossifleur! What a pretty flower. Here's Psyduck. And Teddy Ursa. What kind of noise does a bear make? All right, Jacob Underwood would like some live shipping. So give me a minute. Jacob, I need to get your address first. I'm going to be using PayPal for that. Jacob, I see you have an address that begins with 11, and that's what I'll be using. Ah, I clicked the font button. God damn it. Oh, it loaded very fast, actually. Never mind. On my other computer, if you accidentally click the font button, it freezes the laptop up. But this one runs so much faster. So that was very easy. And print. Yay! All right. The bear says, let's go, Brandon. Oh, my God. Why did Evo Skies dip so hard? Second print run. So the first print run is done, and now the second print run is up. And that's pretty typical. That's what you see with a lot of cards. That's why I often tell people, you know, if a certain set is particularly expensive at launch, just kind of take a break and wait for it to get cheaper. I've always said that. I say that every time. But the nice thing about Fusion Strike is it's not that expensive right now. Fusion Strike did not launch with the same popularity as Evolving Skies, which is pretty telling. I think people are scared of Fusion Strike. Or maybe they're out of money from opening up so much celebrations. Who knows? Catherine Dahl says 2 cards for the Topps break. All right, and what you mean is when... So this is for Catherine Dahl. When are packages going out? Well, this Monday, the mailman should be picking up those packages, okay? Yeah, I sent out a message in Discord letting people know that there was no pickup on Veterans Day. And then the next day, I still didn't get any pickup, and I suspect that the mailman had so much work to catch up on from taking the previous day off that they had to quit working and go home at some point. I had to do that one time with Coca-Cola. Like, so you could clock in and there could be so much work for one person to do that you can't get it all done in one day. I suspect that's what happened. So they didn't get my stuff. Hopefully they get it on Monday, though. Justice Rodriguez, 10 Fusion and a Japanese tag team. You got it for Justice Rodriguez. Every 2 packs you get a Pikachu's. You don't like Pikachu's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mister, are you stashing away any of those alternative art, Magikarp, Wailord, team-up cards? Well, I'm really not supposed to comment on what I'm stacking up or stocking up on, but I can answer that one. I'm not as big a fan of the Magikarp Wailord card. I like other cards in the team-up set, though. But yeah, you know, in my mind, there's always a card in the hobby that is least appreciated, and I'll pick up a card or 2 of those and just put them away for a while. And sometimes when I check back on them, I see that the price has moved up, and then I go, okay, cool. Sleep. You can usually tell when a card is underappreciated because nobody's like hyping it up in their YouTube videos or talking about it, but it's still a great card. That's usually it. What would the Pokemon community do if they actually numbered cards? Well, you know, there would be so much excitement that the first thing the community would do is overpay for the numbered cards. That is typically what the Pokemon community does in general, is when a new set comes out, they overpay for that new set, and then the price falls on it. So there's a pretty consistent pattern with that. And then it'll probably reach an actual sort of like corrected price. It'll probably be pretty pricey. I wouldn't mind having numbered cards. I think that'd be great. I heard Magic's trying to do some of that kind of stuff. I think it's a great move for them. Magic should also promise to print more limited print runs on their card sets and really focus on creating characters that are reprinted consistently throughout the sets so that you have a really sort of like fan base developing for a particular character. So you got to have a fan base. Like people love Tyranitar. You got to have that for a card set to become collectible, in my opinion. They should hire me. I know all kinds of stuff about this stuff. I'll go work for Magic. We'll make the best card set ever. I have my brain's very finely tuned for this kind of stuff. Oh, what is this, Justice? Picking up Golden Flaffy. Damn, that's such a funny choice for a golden card. We've got Golden Flaffy. Somehow I like the Flaffy better than the Ampharos. Is that just me? Because Ampharos gets really weird, right? He gets like a giraffe neck. But Flaffy still essentially looks like a sheep. Oh my lord. Great pulls, man. That's for Justice Rodriguez. Somebody in the Pokemon Card Center, they like Flaffy better than Ampharos. And they said, we could have Golden Ampharos. But no, we're going to have Golden Flaffy. Maximilian says, please do Diamond Pearl pack breaks so I can give you all my money. I was researching that. I did not like what I saw. Oh, you mentioned Platinum as well. I did not like what I saw from the Diamond Pearl era. Platinum's a little bit better, but it's just okay. Yeah, I wasn't super impressed. The prices are very high for what you get, and what you get is not that good. So I could if you really wanted me to, but personally, I think it's a little bit of a waste of money. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we could just do it for the fun of it because Diamond Pearl is coming out, but is it necessary? I don't know. Yeah, I looked at it last night because somebody mentioned it to me that they want to see Diamond Pearl cards up here, and I just thought it was okay. Platinum Supreme Victors. Justice Rodriguez, let me find your bag. I think the problem was, during that time period, there weren't that many people collecting the cards anymore. So there's no actual nostalgia for it. You know what I mean? The nostalgia levels are not that high for the Platinum, Diamond, Pearl cards. And so we could open them up and develop some nostalgia of our own, but that would come at a very high price, man. I mean, they're just not cheap. they're so expensive compared to other card sets. It has me going, why not just open one of those other card sets? You know what I mean? And maybe that's because their print run was really low. I don't know. But yeah, it's, I don't know, man. All right, Mr. Justice Rodriguez. Hey, we got our 80s porn music playing. The casting couch music. Let's go ahead and refresh. I just finished the line. Hey, we got 253 people watching tonight. That's kind of surprising. It's a Monday, Sunday night, right? So you guys are supposed to be in bed. You guys are supposed to be getting ready for work. What are you doing? Are your moms know you're staying up so late? They're going to be furious. Mom, Tiger King 2 comes out on Netflix on Wednesday. What? There's more Tiger King? I don't even care if it's the scraps. I'm so excited. What are you talking about? On Wednesday? All right, guys, there's no stream on Wednesday. I'm going to be gone for a little while on Wednesday. I'm a mom. You can't be a mom. There's rules for being moms. Look at the Kingdra. Kingdra is actually relatively cheap compared to the other ones. He's an 8, but he only goes for 80. It must mean that he's not as popular. I don't even want Kingdra. All right. We want Tiger Stream. Rawr. That's right. God, that was such a mind-blowing Netflix special. You remember when that came out? Acknowledge my momhood. I'm Mr. Mom. All right. I'm doing what I shouldn't be doing. I'm messing with the camera stand. Oh, my God. How can I sell thousands of dollars of cards in a day and not spend 30 bucks getting a super high-quality camera stand? I don't know why. It's just because I've gotten used to using this one. That's it. That's all there to it. I got used to this crappy one, and so I just keep using the crappy one over and over. All right. Doobie-doobie-doo. Here's Justice Rodriguez's order. Now we move up to a pending Andrew Vasquez order. Let's see what it is. He wants 2 of the Japanese packs. This is an add-on for my order I made yesterday. I had the pending transaction. Me and my son love the channel and just started collecting. It was our birthday the other day. Maybe you could hook us up. I have a good stream. How's it going, Mr. Andrew? So Andrew, let me find... Oh, here it is. So I'm afraid, Mr. Andrew, that order is also saying pending, and I'm afraid the rule is I just cannot open pending orders. Because a pending order, what it means is that I could get the money, but it could also mean that the money never arrives, which I learned in 2020. I learned that sometimes it does not arrive for security reasons or any other reason. And I lost, it was like $21,000 or $24,000 that year in bounced pending orders. And so the rule is I just can't open them yet. But I can write you down to Japanese 25th. So I know what the order is for, and as soon as it clears, I will be happy to open them. I can't even return the money. Isn't that wild? Because there's no money in my account. This is just a promise that it'll come to my account. I don't have anything that I can refund. Doesn't let me cancel it from my side. Next up, we got Casey Fjelsted. He says, hello, Mr. One Spot in the... Oh, and by the way, Andrew, happy birthday. Casey says, 1 more spot in the large if I can get spot number 6 and then 2 Chili Rains and 1 Date Alive. So I think I just gave out spot number 6, Casey. What's up, squad? Casey, I'm afraid I just handed it out to Joey Barton. We could put you on 7, though. Or 9. 9's kind of like an upside-down 6. Casey Fjelsted. There you go, Casey. You're on 9 now. 14 cases of Evo Skies on eBay. You want to know a funny story? That guy had listed that auction as both an auction and a buy it now. And he had just listed it. The buy it now price on the boxes was about right. And I ran in and placed the first bid so that it would have to go into auction. And I might bid on that. But I wanted to, have a little fun with that one. I am watching that one. I know exactly what you're talking about. I suspect that it'll end up selling pretty close to the target price anyways. So Casey, 1 spot in the large sub list, 2 Chili Rains. Who puts 14 cases in auction, you know? 1, 2, and 1 Date Alive. Date Alive. Where's that Date Alive? Oh, here it is. Is this it? A dirty old man? What? What are you saying? What did you say? Ugh. Ugh. I can't reach it. Don't tell me what to do, mister, says Sean. I pulled a Shadow Rider Calyrex from 2 packs. Blueberry Andy says, mister. Jeremy Patterson's got the Haunt You emoji. How much do you guys like the Haunt You emoji? You guys should rank your top 3 emojis from this channel. I'd love to see it. Bubblebutt's got to be one, right? I even like the name. It just sounds good. Bubblebutt. I bid on it, mister. Snip. I'm going to bid on it, and I'm going to open every single pack myself. All right, Casey, we've got Doctor. She's the head nurse. Curb, you don't even have Bubblebutt. That's not allowed. What's running around New York City selling Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, because they all came in at once. What? Bubblebutt isn't even in my top 10. What? All right, I'm removing the Bubblebutt emoji right now. Oh, Casey, we still got your date alive. What do we got? What do we got? Till we get some Bubblebutt appreciation in here. All right. I've yet to join membership, says Squad Unova. If I send you $2, will you join? All right, I'm sending you $2 to your Bitcoin account. So, Mr. Casey. Casey. Caleb. That's lies. Everyone loves Bulbasaurs. All right. There we go. Mr. Casey. Link me your page. Been looking for a seller in New York. Remember, guys, no advertising in the YouTube chat. You'll get in trouble very fast. Mr. Irshad Muhammad says, 2 Fusion Strikes, please. I got a bag. You got it, Mr. Irshad. It does have to be that way because, you know, what'll end up happening is the chat will end up just turning into an advertising billboard. If one person does it, the next guy will say, well, I should probably do that. All right, so Mr. Irshad, let's see what's going on. Wigglytuff and Klefki. Very nice. You got the blue Pokeballs now. You got blue balls, man. Mr. Irshad, let's find your bag. I have yet to open Fusion Strikes yet. You're missing out, man. You could have easily pulled a Gengar. It could be you. Sven says 2 live custom boosters. You got it, Mr. Sven. Oh, that's heavy. I think I know what that is. Mr. Sven, you got the metal cards, man. All right, a metal cards around. And, oh, a Dialga. If I pay 0.10 cents, can I advertise? Well, according to YouTube, yes. So if you want to try and place a real ad on my channel, you might be able to do that very cheaply through YouTube. And yeah, so maybe you should find out how YouTube advertising works. Mister might be early, but how do you feel about Brilliant Stars? It's so brilliant and so many stars. I'm really impressed by the number of stars. They're very brilliant. Sven Jansen. Let's find your bag, Sven. So, here it is. I was able to get 1 pack at Walmart. I bought ETB of Zamazenta from Target. Should I open it? Open, open, open! It's guaranteed to have the best cards of your life in it. Brandon Driver says, 3 team up, mister. I need that alternative art Magikarp. Oh, Brandon, you're scaring me. Let's see what happens. You talking about these bad boys? 1, 2. These ought to be removed from the menu because they're too expensive. We don't like to have really expensive things on the menu. Booster packs that are real expensive should only be sold in certain ways. So let's see what happens. But I think you got a chance, Brandon. You ready to pig out on Thanksgiving? We bought our turkey today. Man, her in-laws are not visiting. My wife's in-laws are not coming down here for Thanksgiving. And then we're not visiting them. And I don't visit my in-laws. We got nothing to do on Thanksgiving. I guess I'll invite all you guys out here. Look at this Charmander. That actually might be gradable. Dude. Thanksgiving too stressful. I'm going to get KFC. That's one way to do it. Sure. You know what? I don't even think that's a bad idea. KFC's awesome. I'm a star. Brandon Driver. In fact, that was a cold round. Thanksgiving stream? That's right. We'll have a Thanksgiving stream where we eat like a mukbang together. You'll bring good homemade stuffing. I'm not a fan of stuffing. Stuffing is just, isn't it just like wet bread? I can't handle that, man. That's not a dish. They must have come up with that like in the Depressions or something like that. I don't know when they made that dish up, but that is like, I would never eat stuffing ever on a regular day. You never see it on the menu at pretty much any restaurant. But Thanksgiving, wet bread for days. And then you can wash it all down with the Thanksgiving bun roll. You know what I mean? It's like it's too much bread. Stuffing is a non-hollow. That's right. Yeah, I used to eat stuffing. My dad would make some pretty good stuffing for Thanksgiving. It would have like olives in it, and it would have meat in it. And my brain, kind of clicked. I realized one day the only reason this is good is because there's so much ingredients in it that are not the stuffing. My dad would add so much crap to it to make it taste good. And I realized it's the other stuff that tastes good, not the stuffing. The stuffing is terrible. The stuffing really is just wet croutons, guys. Have you ever realized that? Stuffing is wet croutons. That is literally what it is. It is not a metaphor for what it is. It is not an analogy of stuffing. Stuffing is wet croutons. Could you open some of your custom packs for fun? Ro Jogan, you have been reported. Blueberry says literally true. Law, I don't care what it is. It's good. Does anyone else stuff their turkeys with ravioli? Ravioli. Send this man to the gulag. Brighton Cole says 1 live custom. You got it, Brighton Cole. Good. That is a Cosmog. Sorry, Mr. Brighton. That is a cold pack. Yeah, I really like the green bean casserole, though. And my wife and I, well, especially, she doesn't really cook. So when I say my wife and I really just mean me. I got really good at cooking green bean casseroles, different versions of it. And that is a popular meal for us, even when it's not Thanksgiving. We'll have like green bean casserole with the meat dish, and it's just so good. It's a real like, sort of like homish kind of food rather than going out to eat. Am I still selling the Poke card mats? I never was selling them, and nobody ever bought any either. All right, let's see. Bruce Blue, he says 2 live customs. You got it, Bruce. Suddenly, the live customs are very popular. Professor Research. Oh, and some kind of pull right here. Do I like beans? Beans are okay. Yeah, it depends. Like, beans can be really good. One of the problems, here's one of the problems with beans. People add a lot of stuff to beans, right? You think of like hummus, right? Hummus is really good. It's like loaded with all this extra ingredients to make it more delicious. And then the beans aren't as healthy at that point. Think of like Mexican side dish, right? They cover it in like cheese and cream, and that's what you do with beans. Or chili, sometimes chili is full, but in general, beans are actually quite healthy. But to make them taste really good, we add so much crap to them. And then if you don't add crap to them, they're actually really hard to eat at that point. So it's an interesting dish. Beans are okay. Zamazenta! Woo! All right. So Mr. Bruce, you're pulling Zamazenta. Let's see. How do we spell this? There we go. What's the rocket box I saw on the thumbnail? We were discussing a rocket box break. I'm eating a baked potato. Potatoes are pretty decent. When I was a kid, I didn't actually like potatoes. Isn't that weird? I thought they tasted bad. Clint Dumont. This is for 4 live customs and 2 shining fates. I have a bag in the overflow. Donate the bulk, says Clint Dumont. Everyone decided they'd get the live customs at the same time. Is it true beans make you fart? I never understood that because they did not make me fart. I don't even think it makes my wife fart. And she's kind of farty. All right, let's see. Same with the eggs. Eggs do not make me fart at all. So I've never understood that. Not relatable. My wife is also quite farty. You know, that was another weird experience growing up as a kid. Some of my siblings really would fart quite a lot, and then some not so much at all. And so you knew something was different about the way that you digested food. It's just a genetic thing, I guess. Kind of weird, huh? Mister, you missed my 4 Eevee packs. Oh, let's take care of that before we move on. Mr. Bruce said 4 Eevee heroes. I'm sorry, Bruce, I got so excited for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Oops. All right. Mr. Bruce. How much for the Rocket Break? There currently is no Rocket Break, okay? We have an XY Phantoms Forces Break, and it's getting closer to the end right now. It's getting pretty close now. All right, Mr. Bruce, that is 4 cold packs somehow. I apologize for that. You had some good luck in the live customs and some very bad luck with the Eevee Heroes. You have to sniff them straight from the spout. What are you talking about? You talking about farts? Now, moving back to Clint Dumont. So he wanted 4 live customs and 2 shiny fates. Ah. Oh, ha. Now, 4 live customs. I don't know what to expect, man. The other guy just pulled. So we got Palkia, Groudon, Rang. Here's Xerneas, and... Woo! That's a big miss, Clint. Well, Clint, maybe you will get very lucky here, and this will have Charizard in it. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, that's hard to recover from. 4 cold packs. We do have a Reshiram Cinderace pack, so that's decent. Dude. Jar Farts, come on, B. And Thwacky Luxray. No Charizard to save the day. I apologize, man. That's a tough round. That's for Clint Dumont. I think he says something about giving up the bulk. Mr. Clint, I hope you have better luck in your next round, man. Ugh. The boiled eggs will get you. Not me. I can eat boiled eggs for days. Actually, I love the farty smell of the boiled eggs. One of my favorite things about them. Delicious. You walk in and you're like, did my wife fart? And then you're like, oh, those are the boiled eggs. And then you eat them all up. Nom, 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 nom. All right, let's see. That was actually something I noticed. You know, my wife's a lot thinner than me, and she doesn't really try. I have a bag in the overflow. Oh, let's go check the overflow. So she doesn't really try to stay thin. And I noticed she has a really, sensitive stomach. It's hard for her to eat very much. And she's a very picky eater. Like, she will only eat certain foods. She'll eat in small quantities. Like, even things she likes. Let's say she likes potatoes and cheese. Potatoes and cheese is like the comfort food of every picky eater, apparently. And she will have some potato and cheese, and she's very happy. But she can't even eat very much of that. She's like, okay, I can have 2 wedges and I'm out. You know what I mean? Because if I eat any more, I'll get nauseous. She'll get nauseous. And that makes no sense to me, because I'll be eating farty eggs all day. I'll be eating anything I want. Crab meat. I'll be eating sardines with their heads still on. Just whatever I want. It can be as stinky or spicy as I want it to be. And I feel great. It's like I got an oven in my stomach. It just destroys everything. It's like a furnace, I mean. Jordan Taylor says, back at it again. I'm going for another live custom booster. This is for Jordan Taylor. Good luck, Jordan Taylor. Mr. Jordan, that is a cold pull. I think we got a sneak peek at the next card. It looked cold, too. Hey, mister, is a bag getting close to max for shipping? No, there's no such thing as getting close to shipping, because if your bag ever gets large enough, I give you your own box. So you get a box with your own name on it. Next up, we've got Ignacio Gomez, 4 custom boosters and a live shipping mystery driver bag. Ignacio, today might be your lucky day, because I suspect this is probably the pull. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot, man. 4? Damn. Woo! Ignacio, since you are on the way out, let me toss you a golden Greninja Gold Star. And, wow, dude, that is tough. I thought you were getting... Is it the next card, then? I gotta see what's in here. I'm just curious. Oh, well, that makes sense. All right, so yeah, there's a pull in there. And Ignacio, it was not yours this time. I apologize. I thought that should have been yours, the next pull, because usually you do not have anything in the box that is, so expensive, really. I doing a COVID test. All right, Ignacio. Man, that was rough. Mr. Ignacio, I see you have an address that begins with 80. And that's what I'm going to use to ship your bag. Dude, I thought he was going to snipe for sure. When do the bags ship? Says Richard Owens. We got rid of free shipping, and so now it's paid shipping, and it's $6 per shipment. That actually might increase to $7, but maybe not for a while. The other thing I'll say is they typically ship within 24 hours, except over a weekend. There's no mail pickup on the weekend, and so I try to get everything out before the weekend arrives. Recently, we're a little bit backed up, but the packages that were missed on Veterans Day and the day afterward, they should be going out on Monday. So if you're waiting for your tracking number to update and say it's on the way, it will very soon. Now we have Jared Robertson, who says, 2 live custom boosters, no bag. This is for Jared Robertson. Win and 2. Oh, look, still called. That's for Jared Robertson. Sorry, Jared. Woo! Now we have Nathan Gardner, a pack of card graders and a spot in the pack break, please. All right, Nathan Gardner. Let me know when you get Squirtles. I know when my wife gets Squirtles. Let's see, Gardner. There we go. What's this world come to? Doot. A spot in the pack break, a pack of card graders. So Nathan, the way that works, we find your bag. And doot, we say 1CG. So 1 card grader. You can just mention that whenever it's time to do your shipping. Next up, we have Joseph Lutian. He says slab away for Misty's favor and a celebration snipe. Misty's favor. Which Misty's favor, I guess, would be my question. Do I have a Misty favor 9? Is that what you're talking about? He must be referring to the Misty favors 9, right? Because I don't think there was a 10 for sale. All right, we have a... Okay, so this is for Joseph. How's it going, Joseph? Yay! All right. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Always busy. All right, I can see where we need to add your name. It's right here. Joseph Luton. And we're going to say Misty and 210. All right, so Misty's in there. And a celebration snipe, huh? All right, sounds good. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's just snip it open. Nothing wrong with being busy. Man, I might need to take some real off days at some point. Because I am just never taking an off day. Woo! Perfectly cold. We love the cold ones. Got any cold ones, mister? Now we've got Larry Ellis, who says 1 spot in the pack break, 1 spot in the next pack break. All right, we could do that, Larry Ellis. Did the duel happen? Why aren't there any packs up? So the packs are being kept at the back of this box. There are 2 packs in the duel right now. We're going to keep the table clear for these slabs to be visible. So this is for Larry Ellis. And we'll create a second card for you, Larry. Can I buy a pack and have you bend it? Yes. Larry Ellis. Next. Take a 3-day break. Oops. Over Christmas. Next up, we got Alan Doan, who wants 3 Fusion Strikes. You got it, Alan. If I can grab them. Oh, dear Lord. I'm just going to grab 4 of them. There we go. All right. Focus is shite, mister. Maybe it is. I don't know. I like the Gengar out of it. Did you know I'm a huge Gengar simp? I love Gengar. All right, Alan Doan. We got Snorlax. He's just relaxing. Here's Crabominable. Blarg. Doot. And Shroomish. What a little Shroomish. So cute. That is for Alan Doan. Mr. Allen. Everyone's a Gengar simp. That's true. Aha! Here we are. On TCG, the Gengar is like over 300. It should be. It's a cool looking card. Now we have Zachary Patch. I would like a celebration pack. You got it, Zachary Patch. Zachary, are you new? Do we need a new bag for you, Zachary? Didn't you once get a request from someone to cut a pack in 2 and a Charizard was in there? Yeah? Oh! Zachary orders 1 pack of celebrations. Is that his first order? How do these guys get so lucky on their first order? I think it might be his first. I'm not 100% sure. How do these guys get so lucky? I swear to God, it's the new guys. There's like a pattern. So I'm looking. I don't see a Zachary Patch bag. It's got to be his first, right? West Onini. All right. So I'm going to create a new bag for him. The fuck? He's new. All right. Jesus Christ, Zach. Mew. There is a group that know how many packs before I hit. Conspiracy? I mean, it's not really a big conspiracy. For example, in a worst case scenario, a box has 1 full art, right? And there's 36 packs in a box. So you can calculate your odds. And then most boxes actually have 2 to 3 hits in it. So you can calculate your odds then too. And, you know, doesn't mean you're going to consistently be able to predict the next card, but you can increase your likelihood. Of course, that's very hard to do on this channel because I pull randomly out of the box. One thing I used to do, I used to keep 2 boxes open, and when a set's really fire, like it's moving very fast, I still do that. But like, let me give you an example. So here we are. So here's an open box of Evo Skies, and I might pull here, or here, or here, or here. And a real popular box, I'll have actually 2 of them open at a time. So you don't know where I'm pulling from, and that's very important to keep a good sense of RNG. The other problem you guys have is you don't know if the guys who are watching this stream also ordered at the same time as you. So it's very hard to predict where you're going to end up. And so that's very important for randomness. Next up, we have Joey Barton. He says, number 2, order 1 live custom. I'm not even kidding. There he is, Joey Barton. He's next. There's Zachary Patch. Joey Barton, I don't know what happened, man. Your luck just like turned around because I think this is the pull. That's the pull. Look at that. Box Evo Skies. I think you just got one of these. Joey just got one of these. All right, let me grab a box of Evo Skies. Damn. All right. You had me ship the last one. Am I shipping this one or do you want it opened? Is Joey Barton here? Bro, I don't even feel slightly bad for you now, Joey. I want my Gold Star Greninjas back. He says open. All right, we're opening the whole box. Damn, dude. The fuck? He was having like a really bad day, and he just kept buying live customs, and somehow you've magically gotten lucky. Like, it could have gone the other way is what I'm trying to say, Joey. You could have gone into a deeper hole, right? You know, like when you're losing in a gamble, and they tell you, look, just stop, count your loss, take the loss, don't go any deeper. He actually went deeper and kind of turned it around here. Because I would say you're probably ahead at this point. Joey Barton, for the number of packs you open. That's crazy, man. Now, this did not happen without some sacrifice. There were some guys before you who were opening like 4 packs at a time, and they were all cold. I feel very bad for them. Sleep. But that is the risk of the live custom boosters. You really just don't know what you're going to pull. All right, you ready? So, we've got Gordy. Believe in the heart of the cards. That's right, we've got Gyarados VMAX. That's why Joey gets all the girls. I missed 160 live custom, then got hits out of the last 3. Oh, so you were counting too. Here's Nuzleaf. Here's Zinnia's Resolve. That's always a decent card to pull. She's a waifu. Okay, here's some holos. Did you open packs for me yet? I think that's become the most common question of the streams these days. Some of the more common questions are like, in the past it was like, do you give codes away? One of the common questions was, do you ever cut the cards? What's your favorite Pokemon? But I think the number one question these days is, have you opened my cards yet? And the problem that we run into is, I think people get into line and then they walk away, or they stop paying attention for a moment and they know that their turn could have gone by. So I don't really know how to find a way to end that question, because it's an important question, right? It's not like a meaningless question that I can joke about. Like the one guy came in, he's like, you do card giveaways? I was kind of teasing him. I was having my fun. And you could do that because it's not a very important question. But you can't play around with the has it been my turn yet question, because they actually need to know. You know what I mean? But it gets asked far too often. Pumpkaboo. Here's Raichu. And Rescue Carrier. Let's see. Let's go ahead and snip open these packs next. Can you not make a list on Discord of people that you have opened? That is an interesting idea. Let me think about it. How would we do that? I would need to have like some kind of device next to me. I can't really think of an easy solution to that. I feel like that would actually be pretty difficult to do. You know, it would give me another task to have to get done at the end of each order. And if I were to ever mess it up, like let's say I forgot to write someone's name down, well, then they're going to think that I didn't open their cards, right? Or let's say I forget to write a name down and it looks like I skipped their live customs when I did not. Well, now they're not going to believe me. They're going to be like, hey, that should have been my pull in the live customs. If only you had pulled me correctly. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound right. Pulled me correctly. So that sounds like it would be a pretty tough task. Bloetta. Here's Ursaring. You know what the best solution is? People just watch the stream. Well, yeah, so obviously, if you just watch the stream and you don't look away, you will know if your cards have been pulled because you'll notice. But sometimes the wait time is like 2 hours long. You know what I mean? Here's Ludicolo. C dot. You can pay me in Pokies to put a timestamp with everyone's name. That's an interesting idea. I wonder if I could pay somebody to do timestamps at the end of every stream. But what if they mess up? You know what I mean? So, here's Boldor. We got Raichu and Swoobat. Woobat. Avalug, the Slug. Here's Slackoth. Avalug doesn't seem like a very creative Pokemon. They're like, let's just make an iceberg into a Pokemon. Give them 4 legs and a head. All right, that's the whole box. Wow, kind of cold, I think, right? Give me a minute to process this. You could put another screen up showing the PayPal list. I could. That would not work very well because the PayPal list often has private details like their information, right? So, yeah. And besides that, the PayPal list only shows like 4 people at a time. You know what I mean? So it would help a little bit, but it wouldn't actually show the full line. All right. Oh, man. What is this? So we got Garbodor, of course. Golurk, Metacam. Oh, it was a cold box. So this is a great learning moment too, guys, because what that means, that is a very cold box, in fact. You could be pulling booster packs out of a box this cold. There's literally just one pull, the Zinnia's Resolve. Man, Joey Barton, it's a good thing you didn't pay a lot for this. Holy schmolies, dude. Can we get some good Pokemons? That would be nice. Joey Barton, you want all these hollows? Let me know. I think you do. I'm going to try and squeeze them all into your bag. Damn, dude. We've seen it before. And I never believe it when I see it. These really super cold boxes. You know, people are complaining about the pull rate in Fusion Strike. It's not like the pull rate in Evolving Skies is special and better, in my opinion. You can just have tough boxes. They exist. That was exactly what my Chilling Pain booster was. 1 Waifu and a VMAX, says Rojogan. So we just have to accept that there are such a thing as cold booster boxes. That's what that was. It was a cold booster box. Next up, we got Oh My Pop 13. Hi, mister. First time here. I'd like 1 team up Japanese. All right, 1 team up Japanese. 1 team up Japanese. What does he mean by that? I have tag team and I have tag bull. Mr. Oh My Pop, if you're watching, could you define what you mean? Let me go ahead and get his other parts of his order. We got Chilling Rain. Oh, we need to open some fresh battle styles. Very true, the cold booster almost happened with mine, but I clutched it with the Sylveon VMAX. James says I can't accept that. Go ahead and take this plastic off. Blech. All right, so we got Battle Styles. It's sad that the biggest set has cold pull rates. Yeah, I mean, but I think that's... My point is, I tag team Japanese, says Stephen Park. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought you meant. You got it. Oh, my pop. All right, 3 packs. His first order, everyone. We ought to have a special giveaway card for people who are making their first order. I think that'd be cool. All right. Oh, not bad, man. Your first pack, you get Mewtwo and Charizard Brexen GX. I think that's the best GX card, isn't it? Nice, man. From the Battle Styles, you pull Remoraid and Snover. Red Rover, Red Rover. Bring Snover right over. Doot. All right, that's for Oh My Pop. Let me go ahead and get your fresh bag, and you're going to go into the O box. First order magic. Wow. Lily PSA 10 giveaway mister for first timers. You know, I think that sounds fair. Did I say Brexen? I'm sorry. You know, the Reshiram, the Charizard Brexen came out right after that one. They were very close to each other because it went Unbroken Bonds, and then you get Unified Minds at some point. Then you get Shining, you get Hidden Fates, which was really cool. But the next tag team Charizard ends up being what? Brexen Charizard. Oh my pop! Next up, we've got to refresh. Hey, I think the line's shorter tonight. Wow, we're at 88 likes, guys. Can we get that over 100? Actually, you know, if you want to make my day, you could hit the subscribe button, by the way. We're trying to reach 100,000 subscribes. Let's take a look and see where we're at tonight, because the channel's been growing really rapidly, actually. So I'm just curious where it's at. So we're at 31,844 subscribes. Wow. How much was that in like a day? That was like over 100 subscribes in one day. And we are closing the gap on 32,000 very fast. Very impressive. All right. It's sad though, Hidden Fates is no longer reprinting, but they've reprinted that set a lot of times. Yes, sir. And people have a ton of it in their closet right now. So don't expect it to be expensive anytime soon, in my opinion. And if it is expensive, it's probably being overpriced. My point of view. Besides that, people don't really have any motivation to open those packs for high amounts, because why not just go buy the already graded version of it? All right, where did we leave off? We're helping Oh My Pop. Here he is. And now we have Ryan Kramick. 3 Shining Fates for Ryan Kramick. What's up, Ryan? Mister, my first order was live custom. I got 1 pack in first ED fossil break. I still have my light pack sealed. Nice, man. That's really cool, man. That was very lucky, huh? Will there be a waifu giveaway at 69,000 subs? There definitely should be something special at 69,000. Oops. Mister, I need Lugia slabs. You have any? I got all the Lugia slabs for you. Here's Horsey. All the sexiest Lugia slabs. Far-fetched. And finally, Devil. Devil's kind of cool. So you got 2 baby shinies. Why did we start calling them baby shinies? I like hollow shiny or shiny hollow. Baby shiny? What is it, for babies? I just liked and subscribed. Your shorts always show up. Didn't you pull a double Charizard recently? That was a little while ago. It probably just got recommended to you. That was a really wild moment. I have to be a subscriber since then. You know, what happens in evolutions, you see this, you'll get evolutions from like Kanto boxes or some kind of promotional item like a tin. And when it comes out of like a tin or a promotional box, the RNG sorting of the booster packs is not very good. So you see this pattern all the time. 2 Mews will get pulled, 2 Venusaurs, 2 bad cards that you don't want. And I just so happened to have opened at a very rare time where it was 2 Charizards. It was totally mind-blowing. Really nice. Ryan Kramick. Mr. Ryan. We have a new R box, which helps us find those R bags faster. Here it is, Mr. Ryan Kramick. Yeah, that was really wild. I think I sent those off to grade. Did I? I don't remember. Maybe they're still sitting in my box. TCC shorts have massive amounts of views. That's all thanks to Mr. Mike's Side. Mr. Mike's Side makes a lot of these shorts, and then I make some on TikTok, and he'll bring them over to YouTube as well. Next up, we've got Sammy Mundi, 1 live custom booster. I'm Ham TRR in the chat. What's up, Ham TRR? All right, Sammy, let's see what you get. Boop. No, a fresh bummer card. Damn it. So I'm afraid you have the honor of being the first tick on the bummer card. And the bummer card now goes to the back of the box. So you guys saw that we gave away the hot pulls from the bummer card and the dang it card recently. So there's a fresh bummer card, and it just ticked up by 1. I apologize for that, Mr. Sammy. That is very bad luck. Joey Barton says, third order 2 live custom boosters. So you avoid the bummer card, Joey Barton. You got a Veltall, and you gotta be kidding! PSA 9, number 205. How do you do it, man? That's Joey Barton right afterwards. He's just throwing his shots in willy-nilly and getting very lucky. All right, so Joey Barton pulls PSA 9 Galarian Berserker. The frick? You got it, man. Joey Barton. I mean, it's very fascinating because that's not a loss. He takes home a slab. It's not the best slab, obviously, but he didn't take a loss. He didn't get 2 cold pulls. Now we've got Thomas Reynolds, who says 3 live customs. Oh, no, Mr. Thomas. 1, 2, come on, 3. Oh, my God. Thomas Reynolds, it's a cold round. That's for Thomas Reynolds. I apologize, Thomas. Now we have Ivan Orocho. Can I get 10 of the Eevee Heroes? I also have a bag, says Ivan. You got it, Ivan. You know, if you purchase the vid, if you pause the vid and count the packs, you can time the bummer card too, especially if you watch every day, says Alex. There might be a little bit of truth in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how true that is. Nah, it's not that true, actually, I would argue. Like, I actually know how the box is put together. Sometimes booster packs are put in the front, sometimes they're put in the back, and the bummer card generally travels from the back to the front. So, you know, basically, you know, if 5 days have gone by and no bummer card has been pulled, the bummer card's going to be closed, right? But, you know, you never know how many total packs are in the box, and you never know if I loaded it from the front or loaded it from the back. So I would say that's not necessarily true. You do see it arrive eventually, so maybe just the fact that it shows up at all makes it seem like it's predictable, but I would say it's kind of hard to predict. You're not going to be able to predict it very easily. You also don't know if the people ahead of you are about to sweep the box, so that's another thing. Sneep. All right. Mr. Ivan Orocho, he's going deep in here. You ready? We've got Espeon. Whee! Espeon's got a third eye. If you're so smart, Espeon, how come you keep getting caught? I don't think being psychic means being too smart. Here's Raytheon. Now, Raytheon's smart because he just lays back and smokes a fat doobie every day, unlike Espeon, who's trying to impress everyone. Jolteon is a tweaker. He is definitely hopped up on pokey cocaine. Here's a cold pack. Here's a cold pack. Here's another cold pack. A lot of cold packs in a row all of a sudden. A lot of cold packs in a row. There's a predictable holo because you'd already pulled three hits. And another cold pack. And another Zoroark. Wow, amazing. 2 Zoroarks. So that's 10 packs. 3 hits out of the 10 packs. They just weren't secret rares. Alex is late. All right, Alex. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding. Pokey Coke. Ivan Orocho says he's got a bag. Let's go looking for it. Spending time with the family. You could spend time with the family. That is true. Or you could spend every single second in this live stream watching Pokemon cards being opened. You're going to have to make a choice, Alex. I won't compete with your family. It's me or them. No, I'm just kidding. That's how girls who are about to break up with their boyfriends talk. They talk in ultimatums, right? It's me or them. All right, I choose them. Ooh, wow, that's a nice card. PSA 9 base set Raichu. Shoot, I didn't even know I had that, man. That's a fancy ass card, man. What do we got here? Bunch of unpriced. Oh, that's a fancy card. Why is this so expensive? The Golbat? Weird. Oh, the Meganium's pretty nice too. That's Expedition Meganium. This one's ready to be priced. All right. So after Ivan, we have Bruce Bolu. 5 Eevee Heroes. You got it, Bruce? Give me a minute. Mr. Bruce. They love Eevee Heroes. That's why we got so much Eevee Heroes. Any sneak peeks at TCC grading? Not yet. It won't be a sneak peek. It'll just be the whole view. So you'll see a finished card soon enough. On Monday, I'll be paying for the air compressor setup, and they'll be mailing me the line I need for the mail compressor or the air compressor. Finally. All right. Look at these. These are all curled up for some reason. Must have just been how they were packed in the box. I got to be up in 4 hours. Have a nice night. How are you going to have time to grade an open pack? Have you made a schedule? I don't know. I'll just find time. Easy. Here's Glaceon. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a day off of streaming. Maybe like a Wednesday or something. Probably, you know what? Probably a Monday or a Tuesday would be a good day to have no stream. All right, there we are. 2 lovely evolutions. That's for Mr. Bruce. Bruce Ballou. All right. A lady sadly, says Alex. What? Uriel Escamilla says 2 live customs. What's going on, Uriel? Win and 2. Oh, there we go. Somebody other than Joey Barton got a pull. Whew. Dude. 1 case of card graders. Mr. Uriel, so you can have the case shipped to you, or you can take $60 of store credit. Just letting you know that, okay? If you don't want them. Credit, more live boosters. I'll do the $60. Mr. Udi Collectibles, are you Uriel in this case? So if that is true, then you have $60, okay? I have some product pre-ordered. It's just funny they blew up out of nowhere. This is Uriel. Why, thank you, Uriel. You have $60 now. Next up, we have Jacob Underwood. 1 last live custom booster. Can you add it to the bag I'm having shipped tonight? Here you go, Jacob. Boop. Oh, a lovely Topps Tentacruel. Double XY Charizards. It has 457,000 views. No, that's not true. Actually, I have a short with more views than that. It's the Did PSA Ruin My Slab video. And I think, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I think it has about 750,000 views. Jacob Underwood. I had a little urge to cough there. Coughing right in the mic. That's not okay. Wish there was a microphone with like an easy mute button attached to the iPhone or something. Or like maybe just an easy mute button on the phone. You'd think they would design it that way. All right, now we have Jared, not Jacob, Jared Sentovic. Hey, mister, for some reason, I always feel lucky when I've had a few drinks. So I'll take 3 poker cards and a Shining Legend. Ooh. So here's the Shining Legends. Really pricey. And 3 poker cards. All right, we got Ween. We have sport cards on the way. Oh, here's Venusaur. Have I ever gotten the slab back with the hair in it? Not that I know of. And another Lugia. All right. Oh, you are lucky. You pulled Cyndaquil, which is the fire starter for Gen 2, and then you pull Squirtle from the red-green deck. That's a very lucky Mr. Jared Sentovic. Congratulations, man. You see that up close? So adorable. They're both aces. Aces of hearts. Must be because of your drinking. Let's go ahead and open up your Shining Legends. I'll go ahead and snip this. Pulling that Squirtle poker card, man. What is that, like a $100 card? I don't know how much it's truly worth. Shaman and Buzel. So it's a good thing you did very well with the poker cards because you did not do so well with the Shining Legends. We'll go ahead and sleeve these up anyways. I'm liking the centering on the Shining Legends. How do I order the credit with credit? Just asking. So you could just tell me what you want and I'll put you in line, or you could send a penny transaction. So either of those are options, okay? Jared Sentovic. Let's see where your bag is. Mister, how do you think Umbreon V alt art would look as a black label? It would look okay. Jack Gray. Here we are, Jared Sentovic. Mister, you need Garbage Pail Kids Sapphire Pack Breaks, right? Meow. Right, meow. Next up, we got Clint Dumont. 2 more live customs. I'm trying for a snipe. Good luck. Did a snipe just come out? I can't remember. Yeah, Uriel just got one, I think. Oh, but we have something. Oh, Clint, I think you do get a pull. You ready, Clint? Cyrilla Boom, Lugia Break, Ultra Prism or Prism Star Arceus, Alolan Vulpix, and a hyper rare Dragapult VMAX. Kind of nice. All right. So that's for Clint Dumont. Mr. Clint. Doot. Not bad, Clint. Next up, we have Kevin O'Neill, who wants 1 top spot. Oh, there we go. Kevin O'Neill. Renell Gamboa. He says, hello, Mr. A spot in the pack break and 1 Shiny Star V. Piquet! Can I get 3 Evolving Skies and a tag team Japanese? Uriel, I'll just do that for you right now. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to pull the Evolving Skies out of an odd part of a fresh box, okay? So here's a fresh box. I think we can open up his order without interrupting anyone's pulls. There you go. He also wanted a tag team Japanese, right? Tag team Japanese. All right. Good luck, Mr. Uriel. We'll go ahead and open those now. That's a line skip. How nice is that, Uriel? All right, now if you could just pull a super hot pull out of these, that'd be nice. A beautiful Mawile. Woohoo! He's worth like a bazillion. Not really. Sorry, man. How about the Evolving Skies? Maybe they're hot. We got Tentacruel. We have a Rescue Carrier. And we have a lovely Espeon. All right, so they weren't too wild. Honestly, man, I would have just taken the case of card graders. They're kind of nice, especially if you're into the hobby. Maybe I should show off what an actual case of card graders is. Has any of you seen what a case of card graders actually entails? I should put one together and actually show you guys. Renel Gamboa. No, wait a second. Let me put this into Uriel's bag. Give me a second. You guys have never seen what a case of card graders looks like. And it is occurring to me that because of that... Oh, look, I did. I wrote your name down, Udis. It is occurring to me that you guys might actually decide to keep it if you knew. Because it's huge. It's so many card graders. All right, now we move on to Mr. Renel Gamboa. A spot in the pack break and one shiny star V, right? Oh, that's why we had the energy card down. All right. King of everything is flirting with me. That's not allowed. If he flirts, everyone will flirt. Renel Gamboa. Do you still have the Japanese Neo-Typhlosion? I can't guarantee that, no. What you can do is you can hop over to our Discord server and look in TCC Market, the channel, and see what cards I have in there, okay? One shiny star. Sneep. All right, Renel Gamboa. Only hot ones for you. That's the promise. You ready? Urshifu, Minccino, and Toxtricity. What? One lovely Minccino. That's the card I was hoping for. Not really. Renel, let's find your bag. You might be over here. We got Raymond still over here. Oh, yes, we got Renel Gamboa over here. You were flirting today, Tom? Tom. Don't make me tell your mom, Tom. Now we have an order from Alex Shaw, who says 8 packs of EV Heroes. You got it. 8 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8. Can you show the card graders, please? Well, the problem is I would need to open up a fresh, very large box of them, and my wife is out there sleeping. So maybe what I'll do is I'll pack one together beforehand, and I'll take a picture of it and put it in Discord or something, so you know what's actually in a case of card graders. Sleep. All right. Can you show the card graders, please? Yeah, I just answered that. All right, so... Oh, no! Alec, I'm so sorry you pulled... Super secret rare... Gordy. Gordy probably looks like a typical card collector. That's why I hate him. We only like waifus in here, which is like the opposite of a typical card collector. I'm sorry, Alec. There's nothing worse than looking in the mirror and seeing yourself. Damn it. Just some nerdy-ass guy. He's got glasses. He's got his Pokemon balls in his hands. He's wearing a piece of absurd-looking jewelry. Like he's some hot shit or something. Oh, man. How is Gordy even allowed to exist? Mister's only typical collector. He never should have been there. Are you guys talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse trial still? So, Alex Shaw, let me find your bag. Raymond suggests one of the ones available. You can DM me some of the codes for the... Oh, yes, definitely. I will take my time out and DM you some of those good codes, man. So here's Alex Shaw. Alec. Does Karina have a card? And if so, what set? Karina definitely has a card. Karina's Focus? What was Karina's Focus in? I can't remember. Next up, was it Karina's Focus? Morgan John says, hey, can I put the Dark Blastoise First Edition PSA 9 in slab away? Can I also get one live custom booster and a spot in the Topps pack break? Wow, that's a big order from Mr. Morgan John. All right, Morgan, give me a minute. You say I had a PSA 9 Blastoise, huh? Let me look for that. Scooby-Doo. Any Black Friday shopping? Not at all. Black Friday is not affecting how I shop for goods, even a little bit. Although I did spend $300 today at Wally World. We were there stocking up on food. And since Walmart's like a half-hour drive for me, we buy a lot of food when we actually go out there. So that was what we did today. It took like, I feel like it took so many hours to get all that work done too. It's so silly. So maybe the, oh, this must be it. Got it. Beautiful card, by the way. All right, where was I? I don't even know where this is supposed to be. Oh, look at this. I guess a Topps pack fell out of the Topps box. How did that happen? Okay, put that back. All right, back to it. So Morgan John is putting his name on this, Mr. Morgan. All right, Morgan John. We're going to go add you to the Slab Away channel. How nice. I think you're the first guy with an M in your name in here. That's surprising. The Blastoise was for $5.50. There you go. You're in, Mr. Morgan. Oh, I see. That's because it's the NOP channel. Hold on. I got you in the wrong list. I was like, I'm surprised there's no other M's. Here we go. We have an M channel or an M post. There we go. So, Mr. Morgan, I'm putting you up top in the box. You're in the channel. He also needs one live custom and a spot in the Topps pack break. All right. I just graded a PSA 10 Dark Blastoise. Nice, man. Very lucky. All right, Morgan John. You're in the pack break. Now for his live custom. Professor's Research. Damn it. Oh, man. How you guys open so many live customs one night? So, Morgan, that is a cold pack. I apologize. Next up, we have an order from Zachary Patch, but Zachary Patch doesn't explain what he ordered. Zachary Patch, are you here? You're from Amarillo, Texas. Nice to meet you. Oh, and you know what? I need to remove that Blastoise. What are your thoughts on the MetaZoo hype? Yeah, you guys have had me talk about MetaZoo a lot. I've said that I think it's very overpriced right now, and that I myself would not feel comfortable buying any MetaZoo. Why would I spend $200 on MetaZoo when I could just go buy a $200 Pokemon card? You know, dollar for dollar. I'm just going to put everything in Pokemon. All right, so give me a minute. We're going to go to the TCC Market channel where all the slabs are listed, and we got to remove that Blastoise so that there's no confusion. Let's see. Here it is. I found it. All right, that's being removed. All right, and it is removed now. I'll be the first down on the slab channel just looking for a graded Bulbasaur or Ivysaur. Mister, are you going to have any Black Friday deals? I don't really know what would be considered like a Black Friday deal, right? But it's not like my supply has changed. You know what I mean? It's not like I got a special price on anything because of Black Friday. So I have no way to, I mean, other than taking a loss, I have no way to give you guys any kind of special deals. Maybe if I was getting myself like some sort of special Black Friday price on the cards, I could just be like, okay, here you guys go. Here's the Black Friday price. But in this case, no, I'm just paying what I've always paid. All right, Zachary Patch has been placed up top with $12. Joseph Luyan wants one Fusion Strike. Here you go, Joseph. Not coming out of the box. There it goes. Joseph Luyan. Here we are. We've got Croconaw, the friendly for alligator middle evolution. That's for Mr. Joseph. And it is a little bit cold. But it's only one pack. Joseph Lutyens. Why am I not seeing your bag? Oh, here it is. Ooh, your bag was way in the back. A lot of guys with the name Joseph. We're ready to refresh. Dang it, was hoping for a snipe. Ha ha. Yeah, sometimes it happens, believe it or not. Sometimes the snipe comes out and is mind-blowing, right? The line tonight is very short, which means that we have more time to have a conversation or... Mister, you can discount the custom boosters. That's true. I'll discount the custom boosters. Let's see. Here's Joseph Lutyens. Yes, so the line is very short now. Nicholas Calhoun says 2 Eevee Heroes and 1 Pokemon Duel. You got it, Mr. Nicholas Calhoun. Nicholas. We've got a beautiful Eldegoss and a Sylveon. Eee! Look at that Sylveon. Not bad, man. For Nicholas Calhoun. Here we are. Next up, we have Joey Barton, who says, last order, 2 live customs. I had to go to work. Good night, chat. All right, this is for Joey Barton. Win. And 2. How is he getting so lucky? PSA 10, number 122. That is unbelievable. Okay, it's a simple Malamar, though. It's not like it was a deep hit. That is Malamar VMAX from Rebel Clash. Wow, I graded that a while ago. Very cool. Jesus, dude. Joey Barton. We're going to have to start calling him by a fancy last name. Joey Barton. Because he got to be pokey rich if he keeps pulling hits like that. All right. Bruce Bolu says 2 of the 7 deadly sin packs. All right, 1, 2. Can I do the Team Rocket Returns Reverse Hollow Magic card for Slab Away? Yeah, definitely. Let's see. It's a nice card. Wait, did I just put it away? Yeah, I did. I just took it off the table, so you snatched it just before I lost it. Because once it goes into this box, it's very lost. All right, Bruce. Let me go create a spot for you in Slab Away. All right, you're in there, Mr. Bruce. We received a donation from Fudge McGee. Mister, could you give a pack for Alex when my order comes through? Sounds good. I'll do that. Wow, you're very generous to Alex. Oof. All right. All right, here goes. Sneep, Mr. Bruce. Banned for special someone. He's a Gaifu. And Arthur Confident. All right, those are 2 cold ones, man. I'm sorry. Did you add me to the duel? Says Nicholas Calhoun. Nicholas, I might have missed that. Give me a minute. 2 Eevee Heroes and 1 Pokemon Duel. You are correct. I apologize, Nicholas. We got 3 people for the Poke Duel now. 3 people. Poke Duels are fun because 1 person walks away with all 4 of the packs. We don't know who. Just depends on who pulled the strongest Pokemon. Where is the mistletoe? Smooch! Now we have Hunter Bosk. 2 celebrations, 2 shiny fates. Pack Magic be with me. This is my first order. What's up, Mr. Hunter? Nice to meet you, Hunter. So here's 2 shining fates. I only have 1 celebrations, which means I need to open more celebrations. So let's get some more. Oh, that's nice. Standing up. Ugh. Damn, that's good. Am I a fan of Star Wars? Because the Obi-Wan series is coming out. Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, I was a big fan of Star Wars. And then Disney took it and made a big stink out of it. And now I'm not a fan of Star Wars. And that's where I am today. All right. I wanted 2 Eevee heroes. So Zach attack. Sounds good, Zach. That makes sense because it adds up. I'm guessing you're Zachary Patchen. All right. Why did Pokemon make Espeon VMAX Alternative R 1 out of 2,000 to pull? Maybe it's the ultimate pull, man. I don't know. Is that one really tough? Zach Attack says, yes, it is me. It is I, Zach. Give me a second, Zach. I'm getting some more energy cards for myself. There we go. Throw those away. Doo-doo-doo. Scooby-Doo. Man, I'm excited for Elden Ring. You guys seen the Elden Ring gameplay coming out? There's so much gameplay coming out. I'm watching every minute of it because I'm so excited for that game. All right, Mr. Hunter. Why does a business do anything? Money. Snip. Short line, says Jack. It's kind of short. Yeah, it's shorter than the last 2 days, that's for sure. All right, we've got a shiny Sandaconda coming out. Win. And 2. And over here we have Cacnea. So we get Cacnea the cactus. In your celebrations, you pull. Oh, very good. Gardevoir EX. Yeah, weirdly, I don't feel like we run into this one very often. The Delta species card, huh? Very interesting. From 2006. As well as a cold round. Okay. Not bad, actually. You had 4 packs, 2 hot ones. You're excited for Spidey, man. Spidey, man. I haven't kept up with Spider-Man at all. I just remember they made those 4 Spider-Mans with the... was it 4 of them? No, it was 3 of them, right? With the 1 actor. And those were okay. And then after that, they just kept changing the actor for Spider-Man over and over again. Hunter, Mr. Hunter Bosk, you're going into the H box. Yay! That Delta species is one of the 5 cards I need to complete the set. Oh, you're getting closer, man. Now we have Jeremy Tierney. Hey, mister, 15 Japanese vintage. Wow, okay, very interesting. Why is my poop clear? That's a great question. Maybe you've gotten too many of those government drugs in you. When? Hey, mister, what do you do with the other cards you are putting to the side? Why give them all to you? Here's an energy card. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're up to 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, that's another energy. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Wow, that's a lot of the Japanese common uncommons. So these are all packed fresh, and so they're really nice. And there's some really good pulls in here. And he just took 15 of them home. Now, you're taking these two for free, the energy cards. Frankly, there were too many energy cards in there. Let's see what you got. You got Ride On these nuts. Here's Ponyta. Nice, man. Jungle Eevee. Star U from base set. Misty's Horsey. Base set Nidoran. This is Weedle. I believe this is a rare Erica trainer. So that's actually a great pull. That's a rare trainer. Oh, that's the best pull in Fossil for the common and commons is Psyduck, actually. Switch, Weeping Bell, Pidgey from base set. Here's Ponyta from base set. Another great pull. That's Cubone from Jungle. And Gust, I believe. And then, yes, you get these two for free just because I'm being nice. Not that many energies at all. I was actually worried you were going to pull a bunch of energy cards. But actually, out of all those Pokemon, there were only 2 energy cards, and you got them for free. All right. Yeah, I guess I was a little over worried about that. So he also wants 4 Eevee Heroes. You got it, Mr. Jeremy Tierney. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. We got 4 Eevee Heroes. Snip. I'm trying to be the richest in Discord. Woo! Grumble Snarl. Uh-oh. Come on. Wow, that was a cold round in the Eevee Heroes. I apologize. So Jeremy did pretty well, in my opinion, with the Japanese cards. You barely picked up any of the bad cards, in my opinion. You got Eevee and you got Cubone and Psyduck, actually. So that was a good round in the Japanese common and commons. And then a rough round in the Eevee Heroes. Mr. Jeremy, I think you got a bag right over here, if I had to guess. Johnny, Jeremy Tierney. You got a big fat bag over here. So I'm going to carefully lower these into the bag. We went from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to let me see your papers. Yeah, you're talking about COVID? I think the mandate's pretty unpopular. All right, so Esawy says, Mr. May I have 3 live custom boosters? You got it, Mr. Esawy. Good luck. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay. Very nice. Some tells me this is not too crazy of a slab. That is a PSA 5, number 6. Let's see what it is first. That's not too bad. So that's base set Gyarados. All right. That will always have some value because it is a holographic vintage card. There we go. Doot. Man, had I known that the live customs were going to move so fast, I'd have made us some crazy live customs, I think. Next up, we have Eric Carr. Reminder to ship me no bag, just my CGC Tyranitar. No problem, Mr. Eric. And 1 pack of Shining Fates. Sounds good, man. I think what I did was, let's see. Oh, here it is. Yes. So you left me a message. No bag, just my CGC Tyranitar slab, and I paid live shipping for and a sealed Shining Fates. All right. I'll just mark this unread. No problem, Eric. Next up, we've got Jacob Underwood. He says, last order for 2 live custom boosters. Please add to my bag. That's shipping. Much appreciated. All right, Mr. Jacob. 1 and 2. Ah, man, Jacob. Do I think Evo Skies will drop further? Probably not. This is probably the cheapest you'll see it for a while. And then it will probably pick up, actually. That's my guess. Just watching all the cards, you know, Evo Skies continues to be very popular. Mr. Oh My Pop says 5 packs of Chilling Rain. You got it. Lucky for you, I had 5 packs right here. Sleep. 1, 2. We've got 3, 4, and 5. Chilling Reign. Let's see what's in it. Pokemon's been releasing a lot of Pokemon sets very quickly. You know what I mean? They're pumping these sets out. I just want to point that out, guys. They are not dilly-dallying at all. They're just pumping these sets out like crazy. Feels like we had Evo Skies like a week ago, you know, and it was a brand new set. And then they're like, voila, here's Celebrations. I was like, wow, okay, Celebrations. And then they go, voila, here's Fusion Strike. You know, there's so many cards right now. They have definitely flooded the market a little bit, which is a good thing because what they're trying to do is they're trying to make them more available. I mean, you can still go to the store and most of the time they're still sold out. So they're really trying to get a lot of cards out there. And if the price on it's coming down, that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to bring the price down. And that's a good thing because we've gotten used to having to pay you know, like $10 a booster pack for what should be a standard release. You know what I mean? As soon as it comes out. Back when I started this channel, you know, a booster set would come out and we would do, I remember it would be 5 for 25. That's how we used to run things. 5 for 25. And if we got back to that point, that would be great. I think that means that people get more pulls opened. All right, Jeremy Tierney says, the PSA 9 base set Raichu slab. I don't blame you for picking that up. That is a nice little card there. Thanks, Jeremy. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, occasionally a pack would be like $4 per pack. Real cheap. I think we had, like a long time ago, I think the evolutions were like $20 for 5 of them. All right, there we go. So I've refreshed the list. Let's see who's next. I'm going to count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's one more spot needed for the pack break on the Topps cards. And the next order is for Darcy, who wants 10 battle styles. You got it, Darcy. 1 was a PSA 9 Charizard, 11 108 from XY. Thanks, mister. No problem, man. I'm glad that those graded well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's for Darcy. The last pack will be for Alex. Before I open these, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And when I come back, we'll open them up. If it's slow tonight, maybe we'll have a little giveaway tonight. All right. So tonight, the giveaway will be all of Alex's cards. Whew. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Do you have a Team Rocket booster for sale? How's it going, man? So we were discussing potentially making Team Rocket booster packs for sale, which is something I've been thinking about over the next couple days. Because pretty soon we'll be sold out of the Tops packs, and when we sell out of those, we might move on to the Team Rocket packs. Here's Licky Licky. He's just licking around, man. All right, so Alex gets one Licky Licky. There was no Canada Dry. I was extremely sad. Yeah, so somebody was asking why no Canada Dry. Unfortunately, it was all sold out. And I broke down into tears. I threw myself on the floor. And I pounded the ground. I said, no, it's not fair. All right, let's see what we got. So, Miss Darcy. Time for the hot ones. Can dry. Rule 34, Licky Licky. Oh my God. Appropriate response. Yeah, I drove 30 minutes to buy it too. They didn't have any. I was sad. That was my weekend. My weekend was going on a 30-minute drive to try and find Canada Dry. I mean, honestly, I didn't even care if we restocked the fridge with regular food. I honestly just wanted the Canada Dry. I told my wife that, in fact, when we were driving. I'm like, I don't even care if we get the other stuff. I just want the Canada Dry. I can literally buy a booster pack and sell the packs individually. I sell the booster box itself for like 20 bucks more than what I got for it. Here's Empoleon. What a nice little penguin. Happy wife, happy life. Well, that works as long as your wife's a good person. If she's a bad guy, happy wife usually comes at the cost of your sanity. So it just depends. Depends on who you're dating. Glam meow. It goes the other way around, too. Sometimes wives try to make a bad husband happy. Good luck to them. Here's more Pecco. I can change him. He'll be different this time. And finally, what's this? Beautiful, hyper rare Urshifu VMAX. Congratulations, Darcy. Woo! Brandon says, unless she's a succubus. What are you talking about? Happy wife means role play. Alex, this is a don't ask, don't tell kind of stream. I'm just kidding. Role play. I don't know what you're into, man. Happy wife, happy life. Is that beta bug still talking? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad advice just because what it does is it simplifies your way of thinking. You know, sometimes I think I've done this myself. Sometimes you can overthink the conflict that you're in. And eventually you do run into conflict with the person you're with because you're different from each other, you know? You're different from each other. You want things to be your way. They want it to be their way. You know what I mean? And then you got a conflict. And sometimes you forget that you're just supposed to be nice to each other. And it's like, you got to be reminded of that. But it doesn't work in every scenario. That's the thing. It's not good advice for every scenario, like when you're dating a psychopath. All right, here's Hypno. Mr. Open an extra pack. What? The Pokemommies and Daddies are fighting. The wife always wins. That's it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, not with me, I would say. Sometimes I win, right? It just depends. Like, I think in a healthy relationship, if only the husband is growing as a person, might be a sign that the wife is never... I don't know. It just depends. Again, it just depends on the person. Really does. Because you might have a wife who's just kind of a flawless, good person, and she doesn't need to do a lot of character development. But usually, from my point of view, usually there's a little bit of character development that needs to be had from both people if you're about the same age, you know what I mean? So you're both kind of learning how to be good people in the world and what works and what doesn't work. It's real challenging. All right, what do we got here? So, after Darcy, we have Rika. Hey, mister, let me get a tag team. A Japanese tag team. All right, Rika. Ricola. Sneep. Rika pulls. Oh, very good. There's Absol. Did you know Absol is apparently a very popular Pokemon? I didn't know that. Excuse me. And Pikachu's Ekrom. She always gives me what I want, so I do what she says. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Everybody's got different relationship dynamics. My wife kind of lets me do whatever I want to, and I get kind of a my way highway, but then I have to be kind of really nice to her at the same time. All right, Mr. Rika. Everyone's got different personality dynamics. I think my wife and I work together pretty well. I have kind of like an older brother personality type, and she has kind of like a youngest sister sort of personality type, you know, where she lets other people make the decisions because she doesn't want to have to do that. You know what I mean? A little more passive, laid back. And then I'm more like very high strung. I like to do a lot of the thinking. Mr. Rika, I know you've got a bag. Ruben, Ryan, Rudolph, Raphael. At this point, Mr. would have said, oh, well, sounds like Alabama. Well, of course it does if I phrase it like that, but you get it. Like in my family, I was an oldest brother. In her family, she was a youngest sister. And somehow that is pretty good pairing because I just kind of play that role of, you know, taking on whatever responsibilities have to be taken care of. And she has more of a role where she's like, you know, she was like the princess in her family and she didn't have to do anything. So it's kind of like this dynamic that works pretty well. Rika, I thought you had a bag. Let me get you a new bag. Maybe you shipped recently. I knew someone would say Alabama. All right, here we are. God King Lunar, new best mod. I guess I'm Mrs. Favorite. Does anyone know if the vintage Blastoise and Venusaur from Celebrations are worth grading? I don't think anything's worth grading for $150. You guys want to know how many cards I've sent to PSA since they shut down? I've sent 0 cards to PSA in that time. Now, interestingly, though, I have seen people flipping cards from brand new sets. You know, like Fusion Strike just came out, right? Maybe I should go find a few Gengars, flip them as fast as I can, you know, get them graded express for $150 and then sell them the moment they come back. So I could do that because I know their prices tend to fall off pretty rapidly afterwards. Next up, we got Hunter Bosk. 3 celebrations. Pull me the Charizard. You got it, Hunter. Flip that metal Charizard. PSA is returning in less than 2 weeks, I heard, for Express. Nice. That's pretty good. All right, Mr. Hunter. We've got Pikablue. Look at that Pikachu. Pikachu. I was recently Rick rolled, says Mark Kevin Morales. All right, here's another Pikachu. PSA can't sustain such high prices. Doesn't take much to grade a card. Right, well, I know it doesn't take much to grade a card. It just takes some cheap Chinese slabs, a sticker label, and a trained eye, and now you have a graded slab. So they're rolling in the dough right now. Their margins are insane. I don't know how good their margins are, but they've got to be $150 per card. I'd be a millionaire if I could charge that to you guys, and you were still sending me tons of cards, and I'd be a millionaire in no time. I'd be a millionaire in 1 year. But they can get away with it right now because everyone wants their cards that bad. And it's very fascinating because they're taking cards that were printed by other companies, tossing their own label on it, PSA, saying, you're the 10, 9, there you go. And now it's like a PSA card. It's like their own card. It's very fascinating. Next up, we've got Sun Fan. He says, McDonald's 25th. You got it, man. Nice to meet you. I think you're new, right? You know Washu, mister. Washu University. That's right. I've been there. It's It's really beautiful. It's a really nice, big, beautiful university. And if you service the stores around it, all these really wealthy looking families shop at the stores around that area. Rika says, I need a new bag. That's what I thought. So I got you a new bag. Hey, this is a great pull, son. So you've pulled Hollow Charmander on your first pack. And actually, the Charmander is one of the, probably the second best pull in the set. WashU University. Yeah, you know, I would look at WashU and I'd be like, I'll never be good enough to go to WashU. I heard about how hard it is to get in there. Yes, PSA graded a PSA 10 Metal Charizard. Give it some time, guys. There'll be a bunch of them come onto the market eventually. And who knows what they'll settle down at in terms of price. Who knows? His name is actually Sun. All right, and we're going to place you right over here. Next up, Ms. Rika, I think you're on a big delay, okay? Mister, I do econ there, and I like what you say, says John. Really? You're at WashU? Very cool, man. Yeah, I hear that is a very difficult college to get into. I ended up going to Lindenwood. You know, I grew up near Main Street and had a lot of special memories in Main Street, St. Charles. And so Lindenwood was a choice for me just because I know I could, I could hang out on Main Street while I was at college. And in fact, that's what I did. So when I started dating my wife at Lindenwood, I would say, hey, let's go to Main Street. And we would go walking in Frontier Park and on the actual Main Street. It was really it's so quaint and it's so nice. A lot of good memories over there. A lot of special memories. Actually, one of the earliest dates I took her on. So I took her to Washington, Missouri from Lindenwood. That was the first date. Another date I took her on, I took her down to Main Street, St. Charles. And you've got Frontier Park, right? And the river was kind of low. And I did something that my dad would do with me and my brothers. I took her out onto the rocks near the water, and we found a spot where you could kind of sit down comfortably on the rocks. And we built up a little bonfire, and I lit a bonfire with her. So that was one of the earliest things I did with her when we first started dating. And I think it kind of sealed the deal a little bit. I mean, it was such a nice date because you could hear the music coming off of Main Street from the live artists. This was like a Friday or something. We had this beautiful bonfire. It was chilly out. It was like a fall time like it is right now. So, but you could put fuel on the fire and then you'd feel the warmth coming off of it. So it was a very smart and very cheap date, by the way. And that was important because I didn't have a lot of money. Smells like smoke for days, says John. All right, here we are. Next up, we have an order. Zachary Patch. He says, let me get those 2 EV Heroes for that $12 dono. Silly me, forgot to write a note. Sorry about that, Zachary. Here are the 2 EV Heroes. Aha. There's currently no line if you guys are wanting to open up any Pokies tonight, okay? No line at all. All right, we've got, who's this? Florges. And a cold one. That's for Zachary Patch. Were there any great pulls tonight? Yeah, there were some nice pulls. Darcy just pulled a hyper rare Urshifu, so that was really cool. Mr. Zachary, I apologize, man. A little bit of a cold one. What's the large custom box? The large has some really crazy pulls in it, and what happens is you buy a booster pack, but that booster pack goes on a reserve list, and we open them all at the same time, okay? Kmart is the best place to search for prices. What? Now we have Morgan John, 1 in the Pokemon Duel and a spot in the mini large. All right, you got it, Morgan John. I think everyone kind of spent their money tonight in those live customs, and those fly by very fast. But this is a Monday night, or a Monday morning, Sunday night, and it's pretty standard for this day of the week to be a little slower than Friday, Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are pretty wild days. And then usually Sunday night, Monday morning, this stream of the week is usually a little slower, and that's apparently it's true today. So you also need a spot in the duel. Well, that's good news because that means the duel is up. So the duel is finished, and we are ready to play everyone off of each other. Let me get you your pack. This is for Morgan John. You got me, Kmart. Where could I find the value of my cards? TCC Marketplace, Stephen Park, Slabaway. All right, here we are. I'm going to go pause the music and turn on the battle music. All right. Time for a Poke Duel. Morgan John and Jacob Underwood will go over here. The first Poke Duel is between Nicholas Calhoun and Alexandru Coca. Are you guys ready? Here goes. Sleep. Looks like Alexander draws. Clay Doll would be his pull, but he is actually allowed to use his Flying Pikachu. And as we've been seeing, Flying Pikachu is a pretty solid player. He's a tough bully. He's got a lot of health, and his move Fly, although there's a risk it lands on tails, if it lands on heads, is highly damaging. And he can build up to it with Thundershock, which can delay the fight. Now, how about Nicholas Calhoun? Oh, Nicholas Calhoun has something to lose. He's got Mew EX. All right, this is going to be a good one because each player has something to lose here. And he's got Zacian V, which might be actually a better choice. All right, Zacian V might beat Flying Pikachu. Let's take a quick look at Roar of the Sword. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for an energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. That's right, we actually remember this because we've fought this Zacian before. All right, Zacian wants heads, which is even, and Pikachu wants tails, which is odd. You ready? That's landing on a 5, so Pikachu is actually going to move first. Pikachu attaches an electric energy. It's a fire energy. Thundershock. He's going to use Thundershock on Zacian. Let's get a little card out to keep track of damage. So Zacian's going to take 20 damage this turn. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter if we paralyze Zacian, because Zacian can't attack till he reaches Storm Slash anyways. So we got 20 damage on Zacian. We're not going to bother checking for the paralysis. Zacian is going to use Roar of the Sword to attach an energy card to himself. And then he's also allowed to attach an energy card to himself that turn anyways. So he is already up to 2 energies in this one turn. Very scary. Now, Pikachu is going to use Thundershock again. Now, Thundershock actually matters here. He needs to paralyze the Zacian to protect himself. Are you ready? So Pikachu is hoping for a heads, and of course, heads is even. It does land on a 3. It's hard to see that. It lands on 3, so Zacian is not paralyzed. Zacian is up to 40 damage. Zacian is going to use his move Storm Slash. First of all, he can use Roar of the Sword to attach another energy to himself. So he would have a total of 4 energy cards this turn. Storm Slash. This attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy card attached to this Pokemon. So in theory, all of these could have been psychic, and we're just using any color just for fun. But we're going to say they're all psychic, so he's going to do 60 damage plus 30 times 4, which would be another 12. That would leave Pikachu, I believe that leaves Pikachu with 10 HP, right? So Zacian just dealt 180 this round. No, Mr. Roar the Sword, end your turn. You can't use it. Thank you, Shahir. This is why it's so nice having you guys here. So actually, Zacian will not want to use Roar the Sword because it will end his turn. You're correct. Sorry about that. All right, so Pikachu will have a little more than just 10 HP left. What will actually happen is he'll have 60 plus 90, right? And that'll be 150 damage. Still, Pikachu's got to avoid Zacian for the next turn or it's all over. Now, Pikachu can still win this. Pikachu needs 2 heads in a row. What's going to happen for Pikachu is he's going to attach another energy card to himself. I'm sorry, I forgot to attach one the previous turn, but that's what he would have done. He would have attached the 3rd one, right? So Pikachu, he would be up to 3 energies. I'm such an amateur at this. He would be up to 3 energies as well at this point. And he's going to be using his move, Fly. So Fly's going to say, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects of attacks. So Pikachu can still win this. He needs 2 heads to win. You ready? So Pikachu uses Fly, and it needs a head. Lands on 2. Wow, you can barely see that. There it goes. Lands on 2. So in fact, he does land the move, and Zacian is up to 160 damage. All right, so Zacian's kind of in trouble. Zacian can't really use Storm Slash this move. or this turn, because it doesn't affect Flying Pikachu. Pikachu flew away. Pikachu's now going to get to use Fly for another turn. Are you ready? Here goes. Good luck to Pikachu. And it is landing on 4. Pikachu wins. Believe it or not, Pikachu wins the match. You would think that Pikachu loses the match, but actually have to roll dice to unparalyze Zacian. Somebody told me that Zacian would just be paralyzed for one turn. That's why I was told. That's how the paralysis works. The Zacian loses a turn when he's paralyzed. But we weren't using Thundershock that turn anyways. We were using Fly. Fly landed 2 times in a row. That's what Pikachu needed to win the match. Oh no, have I thrown away the... I threw away the empty booster packs. Who was it that had the Pikachu? Can you guys remind me who had the Pikachu? I've forgotten who had it. Fly missed. No, Fly landed twice in a row. I have a Flying Pikachu deck. It slaps. Who was it that had the Pikachu? I apologize. I actually forgot because I threw away the foil packs like a doo-doo head. I know one was Nicholas Cal. Okay, so it was Alexandru Coca. All right, congratulations to Alexandru Coca. Next up, we have Jacob Underwood and Morgan John. All right, give me a minute. All right, so we just restart that music for fun. Jacob Underwood versus Morgan John. This is a tourney, right? So we want to see who ends up fighting that Flying Pikachu. Could be neither of them. Could be that they both have very weak cards. All right, Morgan John. Uh-oh. I see a Surfing Pikachu VMAX coming out. He's got 310 health. How can Flying Pikachu defeat that? Who knows? All right, so this time we got to save the foil because it helps me know who's who. All right, now Jacob Underwood. Jacob Underwood has a birthdays Pikachu, and he's going to get pwned like nobody's business. Let's take a quick look at... Let's see if he's even got a chance. If it's not your birthday, this attack does 30 damage. If it is your birthday, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 damage plus 50 more. Wow. So even assuming it's your birthday, he would have to get very lucky. So let's see. 1 energy, 2 energy. Flip a coin. Let's say it ended on heads. He would get 80 damage on Surfing Pikachu. Surfing Pikachu would add his 2nd energy. Let's say Birthday Surprise did another 80 damage. This guy would still reach his 3rd energy, which is Max Surfer now. All right, and then it'd be over. There's no way for Birthday Pikachu to win the match. And that means that the win goes to Morgan John. Congratulations to Morgan John. All right, now the match is against Alexandru and Morgan John. Yeah, Birthday Pikachu has no way to win that fight. So, Flying Pikachu versus Surfing Pikachu. I don't know who's going to win, but I know that Surfing Pikachu has a frick ton of health. Are you ready? Here goes. So, we're going to determine who goes first with a dice roll. Flying Pikachu once even, Surfing Pikachu once odd. It does land on even. All right. So, Flying Pikachu will add an energy card. We'll pretend it's electric. And he uses Thundershock. Let's get a new damage counter. It's still possible if Flying Pikachu gets all heads the whole match for him to win. So he's dealt 20 damage. It's his golden birthday. It does 50 more damage. I know, right? But even then, it's still not going to do enough. Surfing Pikachu adds a card. Flying Pikachu is going to use Thundershock again. So that's going to be another 20 damage. That'll add up to 40. Okay. Surfing Pikachu will add another card. Flying Pikachu will actually add his 3rd card now, and he will move straight over to using Fly. He's got to get heads to win this. Are you ready? And it does land on the 1 symbol. It's kind of weird, isn't it? That is not a heads. That is an odd number. 1 is odd. And so Surfing Pikachu is going to use Max Surfer on our friend Flying Pikachu. And Flying Pikachu, by the way, has done 0 damage his turn. So Flying Pikachu has 160 damage on him. Technically, it's still possible for Flying Pikachu to win. So now it's Flying Pikachu's turn. He's going to use Fly again. Fly does land on a even number. That's 6. So he has just dealt 120 damage to Surfing Pikachu. which means he's up to 160 damage. I think that means he needs to win. He does. He needs to win 2 more dice roll. Surfing Pikachu can use Max Surfer. It does no damage to Flying Pikachu, who has avoided it. So Flying Pikachu will use Fly again. He needs a heads. Oh my lord, it is another heads. That is 2. So Flying Pikachu has just landed another 120 damage. That brings him right up to 300. Oh, he only needed 2 in a row because on his next turn, he's allowed to use Thundershock. So Surfing Pikachu uses Max Surfer, but it misses. Pikachu flew away from it. Now it's back to Flying Pikachu's turn. He uses Thundershock for 20 damage, which brings us right over 310. Flying Pikachu's the winner. Woo! Congratulations to Flying Pikachu. Ooh, you know what? We should have the end of battle sound effect ready, and so we'll do that when the match is over. Big upset because you wouldn't expect Flying Pikachu to beat Surfing Pikachu, but it turns out if you can get very lucky, the move Fly is super powerful, but it relies entirely on luck, and he got lucky. He got very lucky. Wow, man, he kept rolling heads. He kept rolling even. So, Alexandru, you take home Surfing Pikachu, Birthday Pikachu, Flying Pikachu, Zacian, Mew EX, and Clay Doll. Congratulations. And if you guys want to participate in one of the Pokemon duels, feel free to join. Crazy, man. Let's turn on our regular music again. And let's find Alexandru's bag. Holy schmolies. My mind is blown. I know, mine too, because you don't expect him to win. He seems like he's weaker. Like, obviously, he has a lot less health than Surfing Pikachu. And Surfing Pikachu's move always lands. So, but the nature of that move, Fly, it's like so imbalanced. Like, it's either tails and you get wrecked because you deal no damage, or heads, you deal a ton of damage and you completely avoid your opponent, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. It means that that card can win on luck against most opponents, if you get lucky. Woo! Yeah, those are the Pokemon duels. I noticed that that took a lot of time to go through with. Yeah, that took an awful lot of time. All right, let's go ahead and refresh. Did you guys enjoy that? You know, I think what I like about the Pokemon duels is the fact that you can actually see the cards being played like it's the game, right? Pikachu cheated. He used Fly, Mom. It's wigged. Mom, it's wigged. All right, let's see where we are. I can see a few orders did come in. Let's see. Now we have an order for Francis Santos. What's up, man? He wants 3 celebrations and live shipping. Address begins with 22. Very good. Did you grade these cards yourself? Oh, yeah, all these, I graded them myself. No, these are graded by PSA, silly. It's got the PSA logo right there. All right, Mr. Francis. Love the duels. It's definitely a sort of a breakup from what we normally do. You know what I mean? It reminds me of Who's That Pokemon. You guys like to play Who's That Pokemon? Who's That Pokemon? Tapu Lele. Holy. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. I was always coming up with fun games to play, and I would just invent them. We actually had a game that they named after me. They called it Derek Ball, and it was played with like a large inflatable, and it was like a form of volleyball, but you played it in the street with no net, which made it kind of interesting because you could spike, but it was such a large ball that it was very hard to get away with spiking with no net because everyone pretty much knew how to control it. They called that Derek Ball after me, which was my, that's my name, Derek. And I was always just coming up with little games like that. It kind of reminds me of that because that's what I'm doing here with our little Poke Duels. Just kind of coming up with the rules. Dark Gyarados. You got to have rules in order to play a game. Zamazenta. What's the wait time like right now? Very short, Fabricio. Very short wait time, everyone. It almost is kind of mind-blowing because the other night the wait time was terrible. It's crazy to think the wait time is so short today. All right. Has anything spicy been pulled from Eevee Heroes? I can't answer those questions, right? We can't talk about what's been pulled. Francis Santos. That's a secret. Maybe a good pull has been pulled. Maybe it has not. But we couldn't say. Because that would be... You would be knowing all the super secrets. You had to be there, mister. All right, next up. Oh, wait. Francis wanted shipping, right? So let's grab his bag. Haha. And let's get him a label. Forbidden question. It's not forbidden, really, but I don't answer it. Normally, I don't answer it. All right, let's see. Pokemon duels. We ought to get some other battle music, too, like from other games. That'd be cool. There we go. Print. Fusion Strike is at $7. Yeah, actually, it's pretty late. It's 2:45. I've got plenty of it left over, and tomorrow is Monday, which means I'm going to receive probably more of it on Monday. I could be wrong, but we're actually going to lower the price right now to $6 a spot for a pack for Fusion Strike. And so if you guys have been hanging out with us, you'll get it at a better price right now if you want any. That was confusing, but never played the game, so I don't know. Do you have a website for your cards? We do it all from PayPal right here on YouTube. The menu's in the description, and then you just send a payment to PayPal. You'll leave a little message in the PayPal telling me what you ordered. Next up, we've got Savannah Rith, One Celebrations. One Celebrations. Let's grab that. One Evolving Skies. Thanks. Need a new bag. No problem. Sneep. Who's ready for rights this week? Oh, are they going to conclude the Kyle Rittenhouse thing? Rayquaza. Ooh, Rayquaza. I got to head that way because I need some new Pokemons. I don't understand the card grading pre-order. If you cannot send cards in, I'm new and lost. Oh, you have to pull the card here in this live stream, and I can send in cards that you have in your bag here in this live stream. Savannah, that's a nice card, man. You pulled that in one pack. Look at that, guys. So he said he needs a new bag. Let's go ahead and create that. All right. Savannah Rith. Whatever happens, his life is in danger forever now, says Zack Attack. That's an interesting thought. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I think all the guys he shot was white anyways, right? He didn't actually kill any black people, right? They were all white dudes. That's what I thought I read. Not that it's supposed to matter, by the way, but, you know, obviously he wasn't racially motivated, which I thought, originally I thought that's how it was. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, by the way. Next up, we got Shane Childers. Let me get 5 of the fusions. You got it, Mr. Shane. I want the full art Chandelure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll toss in an extra one for you, Mr. Shane. We just changed the price. All right, here we go. I think the image of a gun being pointed at him, you know, from that third guy was pretty damning evidence. Also, I watched them chase him down. The sort of like group was chasing him. And then when he got struck on the back of the head with the skateboard, I was like, I mean, I'd be scared for my life. I think most reasonable people would see that and be like, well, what are you going to do? Surrender your gun to these people who are already attacking you violently? Like, you know, it's kind of tough. It's kind of a tough situation. A lot of people who don't want him to get away with it are just saying, well, he shouldn't have been there. Well, who is allowed to be there? Maybe the rioters shouldn't have been there. Here's Slugma Balls. Here's Corvus Squire and Appleton. Do you have slab cards for sale? How's it going, Bilal? I do, yes. There we go. You have a right to protest, but I don't think you have a right to burn people's businesses down. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody really wants that. Unless we're redefining what it means to protest. If you want to redefine a protest to say, well, now I can burn down buildings with Molotov cocktails and steal all the goods out of it. Maybe we want to redefine protesting as being able to stand in front of that building while holding on to some weapon of self-defense as well. You know, like that's the question I was asking the other night. Who's allowed to be in a riot? Is Kyle Rittenhouse not allowed to be there? You can be a rioter and be there, but you can't be Kyle Rittenhouse, you know, and not wanting the buildings to be burned down. What are civilians allowed to do? No, you gotta sit back and let it burn it all down, man. You're not allowed to be involved. You get to watch it burn down from your television. You're not allowed to be there. You know, it's kind of an interesting idea. Like, what are you allowed to do when it comes to who gets to be places? All right, there we are. Hunter Bosk, he says, last one before bed, since there's no line, 1 pack of celebrations. You got it, Hunter. Mister, those weren't from protesters. You have to understand the government injects violence to make it look like people are terrible. Yeah, maybe. That sounds, what is this? Golden Mew. From 1 pack. Was Hunter Bosk the guy who did that earlier? It wasn't him. It was Zach, right? No way, man. Dude. What are these 1 pack Mew snipes? And how do I get in on it? Holy Jesus, man. Give me some of these Mews. Wow, so if you pulled this Mew, you would definitely lose the pack battle, or the Pokemon duel, because he's way too weak. He would not win a Pokemon duel. So in other words, that's a bad pull for the Pokemon duel. Your opponent would like you to pull that, though. Your opponent would be like, yes, give me that Golden Mew. All right. Wow. Now we have Mr. Sunfan. He says large booster. So Mr. Sunfan, I'm going to take a minute and explain the large to you guys, especially to you new guys. He might already know, but there might be some guys who don't know. So this is the large main list, and it costs $100 to buy directly into it. You'll notice I don't have it in the description because it's too expensive. So on the large main list, when this fills out, we'll take 14 booster packs, and out of those 14 booster packs, we'll pull all of the hit cards. That's going to be, where'd they go? That's going to be, here it is. So in the large, we have these 3 cards, Skyla 10, Misty 9, and Dragonite 8. He's really fancy. And then also a whole box of Chilling Rain. So there's a total of 4 pulls and 14 spots. In other words, 10 guys will walk home with nothing but a holographic card. Pretty valueless. And then 4 guys will walk away with some really fancy cards valued over $100, right? That's the idea. Now, because the large main list is so expensive, we operate something called the large sublist, which is what Sunfan just jumped onto. There's 10 spots in the sublist. When all 10 spots are sold, we open up the booster packs, and 2 of these guys will come over here and be added to the main list. So that's how it works. So on the sublist, you're opening packs for a chance to be put onto the main list, where you're hoping for another chance to pull the actual hot cards. Now, we call it the large because it's so expensive. There's some really expensive items in there, and that's why it got the name the large a long time ago when we started it. Back in the day. Edwin Sanchez says 2 of the Japanese fusion strikes. Japanese fusion strikes. You got it. Give me a minute. Dropping off bricks doesn't make people throw them. Yeah, I get that. That's true. We talking about the riots. You know what was crazy? When we had the Black Lives Matter riots, I really thought the consequence of the riot would be that the Republicans would win the election. You know, I saw it and I said, people don't want this. And Republicans still lost. I feel like that pretty much it redefines politics, because it says you can come in, get super angry, loot a whole bunch of stuff, kill some people, and burn down a city and then win an election right afterwards. Totally redefines things. It changes the way I see the world. And so that's, it's changed my philosophy on how I think that people should behave. Should Republicans behave? Well, let me put it this way. You're not rewarded for behaving nicely in politics, apparently. You're rewarded for behaving aggressively. And that was my conclusion from the elections. So Edwin Sanchez, that was 2 packs. Let me go ahead and put this into your bag. That's what happens when it's rigged, says Funko. Well, I mean, assume that it wasn't. You would have to come to that conclusion that I just made. Here we go. There we go. It wasn't Democratic looters or leftists that were just pissed off young people who probably don't even vote. Here we are. I really thought people would vote for the police and for law and order. And actually, I sort of woke up to the reality that I don't think people really care for cops anymore. And they don't really care for the law. They don't really, they sympathize with the criminal and they dislike and they hate the cop, right? So the cops, the racist system is the evil system and the criminal is the good guy. And it sort of, kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, that's all the music. That's all the culture. That's Hollywood. That's everything I watch ever. The bad guy is typically whoever's trying to uphold order, and the good guy is typically whoever's the underdog who's trying to do. And we have this total obsession with like drug culture, and so I sort of, it all kind of clicked, and I realized that's how it is now. Let's see. It's the way things are going. Stephen Knoll says, "Hey, mister, I'd like 5 celebrations and a spot in the celebrations duel." No problem. So, Stephen Knoll, we put your name on the bag to place you into the duel. There we go. Stephen Knoll, Money Talks. Right. Did you guys hear about the Facebook owner, whatever his name is, the guy who's like a reptile? Mark Zuckerberg. How can I forget his name? He donated quietly in private $4 billion to Democrats during that election period. I find that very interesting. If I send $1,000 on PayPal, would you open all the packs I put on the message in the live stream? Yes, that's how it works. So you would send a payment on PayPal, and then you would write a message in PayPal telling me what you want opened, and then I open that. I really don't recommend opening $1,000 worth of cards right away. Give it an experiment. Open a card or two, see if you like it. So that's what I would recommend. All right, so Steven, I got to go get some more celebrations. Give me a minute. Not now, mister. It's always been this way. Yeah, I have a new paradigm on the world, I used to think of leftism or let's say liberalism and conservatism as just 2 sides of a coin. I don't really see it that way. I think it's very hard to create an ordered society, and it's very easy to have a chaotic society. And I think humans just kind of have a nature where we drift toward the chaos, and that's our nature. All right. And if you don't want to turn into a chaotic society, you have to do something. You have to be active. And too much passivity, and yeah, you're just going to kind of turn back into sort of like the wild, you know what I mean? I want to see 1,000 opened up on here. That would be crazy, says Funko. Funko, what's up, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We don't have as long of a line tonight. You know what that means? It means I get to talk. Just got like 2 feet of snow, and it's also negative 8 degrees. Like 2 weeks ago, it was raining, says Simon. I wish that was where I live. You know what the temperature outside today was? It was like 70 degrees. It was beautiful outside. But in Missouri, it gets really cold in January and February. Trick says it's terrifying. People make the argument that the riots weren't as terrible as the insurrection. The amount of damage and chaos left in those cities compared to the trauma of politicians is laughable. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think the argument that they tend to make is that the Republicans were going to overthrow a democratically elected, or they tried to overthrow a democratically elected president, and therefore it's a direct attack on the U.S. democracy or something like that, like a coup. You know what I mean? But if you ever watch the footage, it's really not much happens, just like the actual outcome. Like, a whole bunch of people got their signs, they storm into the building, they yell, they steal a podium. There's the one guy who has he's got the, what are they? They're like the Ziploc grabbers or whatever, as if he was going to arrest some politicians, which doesn't happen, but it makes you wonder if he really was wanting that. So in a way, it was very dangerous, and I can appreciate that, Democrats call it a very serious issue, because in a way it could have been, but ultimately it wasn't. And at the same time, the amount of damage done by the rioting, I feel like we don't really talk about it that much. It's pretty significant. So yeah, I do feel like each team is sort of playing for their own team in the sort of way they convey each of the events. You know what I mean? Each team, each side is playing for their own team. They're like, oh, the riots were righteous, and then the people of the insurrection are like, oh, well, we're the people. We don't want a tyrannical leftist government, socialism, something like that. So, it's each side will have their arguments, but ultimately, I feel like the outcome of what happened in the insurrection, it really wasn't that much. Not that much actually happened. Cloudy with the chance of rain in the afternoon. Now back to sports. I heard once that BLM rioting killed 8 kids, but I don't know if that's true. There's like a list of people who got killed, some in really terrible ways. So they were lighting a lot of buildings on fire. Some people died in those fires, if you didn't know that. They were just trapped in their own building and they burned to death. That's like the worst way to go, too. I don't want to burn to death. Really painful. I live in Portland, Oregon, so I know all about the riots, and the media is hush-hush about it, says Funko. Well, that's because media is a propaganda machine. That's another thing that we've all sort of learned over the last couple years. I think over the last couple years, whether you're talking about Fox News or ABC, CNN, NBC, you realize it's all the same. It's just propaganda. It's very hard to have a sort of like fair conversation and intelligent conversation with people about what's going on in the world, because you get a microphone from the mainstream media. They have a lot of power. They have a lot of, you've got Google's also playing the game, right? They tailor your search results. They block, certain tags, certain keywords, or they won't return anything on it. YouTube will ban you. Twitter will ban you. Facebook will ban you if you say what they don't allow you to say. The independent fact checkers are out there. It's a very difficult time for people to have freedom of thought, real freedom of thought. When was the last time you felt like you could actually say what you were thinking? You just can't. You can't. And then also just all of the propaganda that you get off of the TV and the internet's insane. All right, Mr. Steven. Steven with an S. Steven Knoll. Let's find your bag. A lot of propaganda. And the scary part is whether or not it's working. I guess it doesn't have to work on everyone. It just has to work on enough people. You know what I mean? Here we go, Mr. Steven. It just has to work on enough people to sway an election. Because it's always about power, right? It's ultimately about power. Power and money. All right. Now we've got Zach Patch. He says, let's get a 25th anniversary, please. Zach Patch, as in Zachary Patch, the same guy? Because if you're the same guy, I need to mark this off. That wasn't Travis Scott's fault on that. It was a tragedy, though. All right, Mr. Zach. You don't want me to call you Zachary every time? Oh, Zachary! Like your mom. Zachary, dinner's done. Pikachu, Pika! Pikachu says, plus 10 social credit score. What's the best card we can pull from the 25th anniversary? That's a great question. There's a few really cool pulls. One of the pulls is you can get the Pikachu Union card, which is actually 4 cards. So you get 4 upgradable cards at one time out of one booster. That's really good. There's a Golden Mew. So the Golden Mew is in the 25th anniversary packs. And then there's these special holographic diamond cards that are exclusive to the Japanese packs that the English packs don't have. You can get a diamond holo of each of the Pokemon. But in particular, the base set Pikachu can have that diamond pattern on it, and that's probably one of the best pulls as well. Next up, we got Brighton Cole. He says 10 Fusion Strikes. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It's nice when the stream's a little slower because I get a chance to actually talk to you guys. Just finished packing 23,000 bulk. Whew. Give those families Kylie's billions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. Oh, he said 10. I'm going crazy, man. 3. Travis is partly to blame. Stop the concert if it's getting out of control. Hire more security. Something will happen. Something will happen in the Travis Scott case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got 10 packs for Brighton Cole. How's it going, Brighton? Thanks for opening these up. Should I get a box? I hear of talk about the Astro World being a satanic ritual, and Travis Scott statues were in the design of Moloch from back in history. What? Sleep. Hey, mister, about how many cards is heavy for international shipping? So 8 ounces is about a bag that is about that thick, maybe. It's not a whole lot of cards, maybe about this many cards. And the trick is to drop all of your bulk and only keep the hits. That allows you to open up a lot of cards before the pack becomes a heavy pack, right? And we already do that, but normally you keep the hollows, right? So if you drop your hollows as well, you can actually open up tons of cards before your bag is considered heavy. All right. Of course, you could just let your bag get heavy, pay the extra 14 bucks and just open tons of cards. That's what some guys do too. Travis Scott did it on purpose. He wanted to be in the news. He's satanic. I knew it. Here's Landorus. We got Clobbopus. Here's Meowth. Travis. Oh, very nice. We've got a golden ultra rare Leaf Energy card. I actually really appreciate these. Sun and Moon had these in their era as well, and I thought they looked really nice. Here's Mew V. That's the excuse to light in your eyes. Wow. Interesting gold leaf. I will not ship until the death of Mr. You could probably do that. You know, Jack, I was thinking in the future, I could offer something where for a fee, I could load all of your cards into a sort of like Pokemon card folder, you know, like a binder. And then you can have me make a video out of that as well, so you can see what's in your binder. It's like having a digital collection almost, and with the ability to ship it out anytime you want it to be shipped out. So I thought about offering that one day. Maybe when I have more room or more time, I don't know. All right, that's for Brighton Cole. Brighton, you sniped the ultra rare. Congratulations. Mr. Brighton with the B. I saw your bag right over here somewhere. Here it is, Brighton Cole. I stepped away for a bit, not sure if I missed my opening. You should not be selling out. It's too risky. Look at what happened. You're talking about concerts. TCC time capsule. All right, we're making the TCC time capsule. Next up, we've got Fabricio Becerra, 1 Evolving Skies, and 1 Fusion Strike. By the way, Stephen Knoll is waiting for people to do a pokey duel with him. If anyone wants to duel Stephen Knoll, you have a 1 in 4 chances of walking away with 4 packs of celebrations if you win. Mr. Fabricio. Cursola. And... Oh! What? How do you snipe Glaceon Hyper Rare in 1 pack? Mr. Fabricio... That is some godly sniping luck. Man, the snipes happen They don't happen often, but they happen, and they are crazy. Such an easy pull for Bree Show. He's like, is it my turn? Holy. We're going to have to tax you on your good luck. It's called a progressive pokey tax. For those who pull too well, you're going to have to share with people who have bad luck now. All right. Woo! Holy schmolies. He says, wait. It's like, he doesn't even know. Arturo Perez says, can I get one of the Japanese celebrations? You sure can. Just realized my chat is way ahead. Maybe you mean way behind. Like a delay. Have you ever had the candy Abba Zaba? I never have. Oh, here we go. So this is one of the V Union cards. I was just talking about this. Somebody was asking, what can you pull out of these celebration packs from Japan? And I was saying that one of the cool things you can pull is the V Union card. And when you pull it, you get all 4 pieces. So it's actually a very valuable booster pack because you could grade all 4 cards and have the whole thing done in one go. Which I suppose is true when you get the promo here in English. Let's lay it down. So we're going to lay it down. I don't often do this. We did it when we first ran into it, but I'm going to do it again tonight since we're a little slower. See, I like it when the stream's a little slower. Definitely more relaxed. When it's too busy, it's like a heart attack. But, you know, it's not a bad thing either. Just a sign people are having a lot of fun. You see more cards. Here we are. Hey, not bad, huh? So that's the Japanese version of the card. Loving it. Cool. And Arturo just pulled that for 10 bucks, basically, because it happened to be in his booster pack. But that's one of the pulls that you can get. It's not all of the pulls. There we go. Very nice. I'll put that into your bag, Mr. Arturo. You're getting kind of a fat bag over here. Yeah, we've had fun with the Japanese 25th anniversary cards. I think the next time I reorder them, I'll try to get those promo packs. But I don't really know how we're going to handle the promo packs at all. Larry Ellis, 5 packs of Fusion Strikes. You got it for Mr. Larry Ellis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the live custom booster? So the live custom boosters are these guys right here. And each pack contains something in it. A lot of them contain very bad pulls. It would just be like a holographic card that you don't need. And then a few of them contain really hot pulls of maybe a fancy PSA card, maybe a whole box of Pokemon cards just for you. And so I call them high risk, high reward, because you could lose a lot of money very fast opening these cards, or you could get lucky and snipe a whole booster box of Pokemon cards out of them, or something like that. Now, we call those live customs because they get opened as soon as your order begins, and they're opened sequentially in the way that they were ordered. So your order will be your pulls, and the next guy, and the next guy. So it's pretty fun. You know, the live custom boosters have things in them that a regular Pokemon booster pack doesn't have in them. Like, you can't pull already graded cards out of a Pokemon booster pack. And I saw that as kind of an opportunity to offer something cool to you guys, because if it were me, I'd love to pull already graded Pokemon cards. That's because grading takes like forever. At least it used to. But now you only have $150 express grading. So they're still really cool. I think they're... Oh, what's this? Bolton. Bolton to Full Art. He is a good boy. All right, Mr. Larry Ellis, congratulations. I think they did a lot better with Bolton in these recent. I tried to say latest and recent, and I said lacent. But yeah, in the recent redesign for the Bolton cards, it just looks nicer than the previous Bolton cards that we had. Maybe they're trying a little harder that time. Imagine Pokemon with PSA vouchers in their packs. Right, yeah, pretty much. Sometimes really good ones. Mister, if I pull a card on this channel, can I request you to send it in for grading? I used to do that. I stopped doing it. I'm glad I stopped doing it. It's too much work for very little pay. And so I no longer do that. However, I do have a pre-order that you can make for grading with my own grading company because I'm starting up my own grading company. And it's getting very close to reaching the point where we can actually finally grade the cards. We're getting closer. All right, next up we got Rika. Rika wants 4 Eevee heroes. You got it, Rika. 234. Haha. Did you hear China just gained a new province? It's called Afghanistan. Man, it's been a while since that happened. I was so furious when I heard about that. I was so angry. Like, I wasn't saying it out loud. I was a lot more angry than I probably sounded. It's just like we just redid North Korea. Afghanistan's going to be full of people who absolutely hate the United States. They're going to brainwash their people into saying, yeah, United States is the great evil, and we're here to save you from America. We just recreated Vietnam, in my opinion. And it's so stupid. Like, how did we fall into that mistake a second time? Like, how did we not learn from it the first time? And what was up with, like, leaving $80 billion of weapons? I can't even fathom that amount of money. It's, I don't know. It's like I wanted to punch a guy in the face when it all started to dawn on me, and I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And then also, by the way, I just want to point this out for anyone who didn't follow that story. Eventually, the generals had to be asked a bunch of questions in what do they call those? A panel or something like that. And they basically all said they told Joe Biden not to withdraw all the troops. That's what they said. They said, well, we told him not to withdraw all the troops, but to withdraw troops based on what's happening. And he ignored them. So he ignored the generals. And that's why we have these horrible consequences. All right, well, anyways, next up we have Jimmy Ramirez, who says 1 live custom and 1 fusion strike. You got it, Mr. Jimmy Ramirez. China trying to get after their multi-trillion dollars worth of mineral rights there in Afghanistan. Right, so Afghanistan has resources that we also just kind of gave up on. We could have remained a stable area in there. We've got military bases all around the world, and I guess we just sort of gave up on Afghanistan because it was politically expedient. And China, of course, wants to step right in and say, all right, we're best friends now, and we want access to those resources. And they'll probably sell the military equipment to China for China to reverse engineer and find out, oh, here's how all their military equipment works, you know. They can use that information to improve their own equipment and also to understand how ours have, what is the weakness to ours. That's really serious. Oh, professor's research. Just the fact that you're giving up your technology, you know how expensive it is to come up with the latest technology? We just gave it away. Like, here you go. It's so stupid, man. Shockingly dumb. And we just forgot about it, because that much time has passed. Now we're talking about the insane amount of inflation and how we need to spend more money and print more money ultimately to get out of the inflation, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. Next up, we've got Michelle Caffin. Michelle says, Mister, could I please have 2 shiny fates? 2 shiny fates. They're going to reverse engineer our state-of-the-art military technology. That's what they'll do. The Iranians, the Taliban will sell that equipment to China, and China will reverse engineer it. And so now we'll be on the same technological level as them when it comes to our military equipment. It's the stupidest thing you could have done. All right, 2 vivid voltage. It's almost like there's an 80-year-old man running our country. An 80-year-old guy who can almost not even form sentences. 2 darkness ablaze. Here we are. Is this a politics stream? It's just a little slower so we can talk about stuff. I will also take live shipping and keep all the bulk. I have a small bag, thank you. Michelle, let's find your bag, Michelle. All right, Michelle. Michelle Caffin. Let's see. Mario, Milan, Miguel, Michael. Joe's a puppet, says Riley. Are you Republican? I've been Republican the whole time, actually. Can't keep talking about Charizard. I really didn't think it could be worse than Donald Trump, but oh boy, was I wrong. Right, well, his approval rating is so bad right now. All right, let's see. Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Michelle. I'm just teasing you. Are you selling them Team Rocket boosters? Maybe very close to selling them. Is this stream pre-recorded? This is a pre-recording. They're building up a military for the Antichrist. Well, I don't know about that, man. Mister, just how many bags are there? There's a lot of bags. Have you seen the table? Whoa. 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 There's so many of them. But that's just one of the tables that has bags on it. What? What? What's all this alphabetical stuff? He says that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. We got lots of bags over here. It's a lot of fun. We also have a lot of stuff that ships out every day. Open the box at the end of the stream. I'll do a giveaway on one one Team Rocket First Edition booster pack right at the end. You ready? So here we go. We've got Snom. I sent in an order. I forgot to mention I'm a first-time buyer. Can I keep all the celebrations, but you can keep the bulk of Evolving Sky, says Brendan. We could do that, Mr. Brendan. Here's Eldegoss. Oh. When the going gets tough, it is hammer time. I just about half a shelf of Pokemon cards. Nice, man. Here's Orbeetle. Well, you got to start somewhere, you know. And, oh, that was upside down, apparently. Weird. And it pulls Lucario. How nice. Larvesta. And finally, Blaziken. Wow. Mitchell, those were a little bit on the cold side, man. A little bit cold. Open a UPC. Buy the vintage pack break. Right. I think there's one spot left for the vintage pack break. If you guys buy into that, that'll finish it off. Just want to mention that. Mewtwo should be our president. Mewtwo would probably do a better job, but he would probably enslave us because he doesn't like the human race. Who knows? Does he? We have to prove to Mewtwo that we love our Pokemon, and then he'll probably be a decent leader. You know what I mean? Maybe he would be the smartest leader. All right, Mitchell, I'm creating a label for you right now. Are you investing in the metaverse? Am I investing in the Facebook company? I saw that the stock went up for it. I'm honestly uninterested. I think it's mostly just hype like everything else. I think it's kind of dumb, to be honest. I heard about it, and it just sounds kind of like a dumb name. It almost sounds like the name that like I would have come up with when I was like 8 years old. Yeah, Mom, it's the metaverse. You know what I mean? So when I heard about it, I thought that's goofy. I am actually investing in Google, though. I like Google a lot, and in terms of them being a profitable company, I like them a lot. So I do actually invest some money into Google. All right. Hey, mister, do you have any advice for someone wanting to start doing something like this? Give away all your Pokemon cards and everyone will love you. And that's the trick. You just got to give them all the free ones. You could get a huge audience if you're just giving tons of Pokemon cards away. Let's see. That was for Mitchell. And now we're going to refresh. Yeah, let's get this onto the table real fast. All right. So we got these 2 packs of Topps cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't count this one. 5, 6, 7. We are 1 pack away. I mean, technically what we could do is just let's not do that. He told me what to do with it, and I'm going to do what he told me. Free Steam Siege for everyone. All right, so where did we just leave off, Mitchell? So now we've got Jacob Underwood. Pokemon Duel. Couldn't resist. All right, you got it, man. Jacob Underwood. Steam Siege is for Sigma males. Bryant Fukeo. He wants into the Poké Duel as well. Here you go, Bryant. Nice to meet you, Bryant. I think you're new, right? think I would remember you. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I apologize. If you have balls, you'd enter the Phantom Forces break. Trust me. How much for the rocket pack, says Edwin. How's it going, Edwin? Edwin, we haven't opened the rocket box. We were just discussing opening it. And now we have Mr. Sunfan. He says Evolving Skies. So I believe he wants 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is for Sunfan. You ready? Did I hear free ones? I'm looking for some free ones. There's going to be a rocket box? Well, maybe, yeah. So we're talking about how could we potentially run pack breaks on a vintage rocket box. So we were talking about that, and it's a cool idea. You guys seem to really like the pack breaks. How long do you keep the bags for before you decide to throw them away? 10 years? So officially it's 1 year. You got 1 year to claim your bag, or, you know, just communicate with me in that 1 year. You could be like, I'd like to keep my bag with you for 2 years. And I'd be like, all right, that's fine. You know what I mean? Or like buy one booster pack and then it wouldn't be considered having sat around for 1 year. You know what I mean? So officially it's 1 year, but we actually have bags over here now that have been sitting around for well over 2 years. And I'm just not touching them because it's easy. They just sit on a shelf, getting real old. Here's Metacam. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for all of those PSA submissions to return. And after they've returned, if nobody claims those bags for a while longer, I'll officially start going through them and scooping up my reward. Maybe you could consider it payment for having me shelve them for so long. But I'm going to guess the people who leave their bags behind, they leave shitty bags behind, okay? They don't leave like Charizard behind. Let me just say that, okay? So it's not like there's a bunch of Charizards sitting in the abandoned box. Typically, it's like, oh, he got 2 hollows and a V card, and actually it would be a GX card. But yeah, it would be like 2 hollows and a GX card. Nobody ever leaves a really valuable bag behind. That's the truth. And so it's probably somebody who was just trying out the stream for fun. They said that was fun, and then they moved on. Or somebody who was collecting, and then they said, I don't want to collect anymore. You know, stuff like that. I've always been here, so it's not like I changed my YouTube name. It's not like I changed my Discord server. They could have always contacted me to get their bag shipped out. And they really ought to, because it's their cards, and I don't want to take anyone's cards. I'd be happier if they took the cards home. Mister, just use it as pity pulls. Oh, sure, I'll probably do something like that. I don't know about this chat, but a few months ago, there was like 4 Morales in the chat. Oh, yeah, that happens, actually. There was a time when we had so many Tylers that I was having trouble keeping track of all the Tylers. There's too many of them. I'm sorry I missed it. How long can we keep the card bags here until you go through them? Officially, you have a full year, okay? 1 full year. If you don't say anything to me for a full year, it's considered an abandoned bag and you have forfeited the bag. So 1 full year, but you can always communicate to me and just be like, hey, hold on to my bag longer. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine. So really, the abandoned bags are the ones where the person has literally disappeared. You know, maybe they quit the hobby. Maybe they're like, I don't care about Pokemon cards anymore. So they don't care if, it gets shipped out. How much is the vintage pack break? So this is the current vintage pack break. It is a Topps card pack break. I noticed I removed it from being visible on the table, and it definitely didn't sell as much as a result. For this pack break, it's 2 Topps packs at a time, $20 to buy in. You get 2 cards, and you hope that you pull the holographic cards. There's 2 holographic cards. All right, next up, we got Savannah Rith, who wants 1 celebration. You got it, Savannah Rith. Celebrations continue to do well. What do you think about the AMC squeeze play? It's fun to watch. I'm not participating. I'm sure some guys made some money on it. Sorry, Savannah Rith, that's a cold pack. I do have some investments. They're primarily in very, I would call them blue chip kind of stock, but I actually have some Coinbase stock, and I watched it dip. The one lady, Catherine Woods or whatever her name is, she sold what did she sell out? Like $47 million worth of it or some crazy amount. And then right after she did that, they reported bad earnings and the price fell or some crazy thing like that. But I think my whole strategy with stock is probably just going to be to buy a whole bunch of Google stock, and that's it. Other than that, I invest in Pokemon cards. So I have a fantastic Pokemon card collection of some really valuable cards, and I'll get them into a vault, and some of them already are in a vault. And just the ones I like to show off are with me. And I'm going to let them get really old over 20 years and then sell that collection off when I'm ready to retire. So that's my goal. I'm just collecting cards right now. Next up, we got Larry Ellis. He says 2 packs of Celebrations. I invest in ETFs. And 2 packs of Japanese Celebrations. So just PayPal and send you a message with what you want. That's exactly right, Ollie. It's really simple, actually. And it's very just low tech the way we run things. I've been doing this for 3 years. I've been doing this a lot longer than pretty much all the other Rip and Ship channels. So we've been at this for a long time. I never made a website. I could have. I've got the money to make one. I just like the way we do things here. I really like it. Maybe I'm set in my ways. Rocket Admin, what do you guys think? Should I make a website? Mister, you're not allowed to retire. I think I could retire today. Sell off my entire collection, and I'd be done. You guys don't know how big my collection is. I got a collection, man. I think I could just sell the whole thing off and be done. If I like move to a cheap home and just live cheaply, which I already do, I could just retire. I think I'd also get some ad revenue off of YouTube. You guys know I get ad revenue from 2 channels, right? So the Cardconomist and the Gameconomist generate an ad revenue, not just one channel. A website for the vintage breaks. You'd have millions? You're going to be bored. Yeah, that's the bigger problem, though. I would get bored. But yeah, I think I could retire off of my cards right now. I know that sounds kind of crazy to hear. Larry Ellis. Mr. Larry, let me grab your bag. Mr. Scare Me, you're going to have to say yes to everything your wife says. I'll keep her working. She'll keep working. Just do Shopify. Sell Pokemon, live off dividends from stocks. Well, that's why I'm saying. So I could take that entire amount of the value of my card collection, move it into something like Walmart and Google, not growth stocks, safe stocks, right? And then just chill, you know what I mean? And I could still do YouTube if I wanted. I just wouldn't have to do very much of it. But I'm like the opposite of that. The only reason I reached this point in life is because I'm not that personality type. I actually really enjoy working. And I think that's what happens. You know, when you look into the world and you see these guys who have reached billions of dollars of money, and it just feels like it's so unfair that they have billions or millions, you just sort of realize there's something about them where the money probably doesn't even matter that much to them. They're not after the money. They just like to work. And I think I have a little bit of that in me. It's like a game for me. You know, like you ever play a game and you can't stop playing it? I was like that my whole life growing up. I would obsessively play games. This is the game I'm playing. And all I care about is being really good at it and just playing every day. And nothing else matters. And so, you know, that's just, I don't know why I have that personality type, but it's working out for me in life pretty well. All right, Mr. Thomas, let me get you more boosters. Thomas Reynolds wants not alive. He wants to be in a duel. A duel. But, you know, I was like that with any job. Any job I had, I just worked on it really hard and kind of liked doing that. How's Genesect, a $15 card? Genesect's never really been that popular, has he? He's a new Pokemon. He's one of those recent designs. He looks like a car, to be honest. Like a vehicle. He does not look very Pokemon-ish. Not to me, anyways. I see him and I think he's kind of ugh. Where would I go? Where would I go, mistress? It's Alex. Alex, I'll give you the channel. You can inherit it, okay? And you can keep it running. Are you ordinary sausage? I'm an extra large sausage. What are you talking about? Most of the Fusion Strike cards are very affordable. All right, let's see. I think he's cool, but that's because I have memories with the full art Genesect. All right, so Thomas Reynolds. We're actually going to run another Pokemon duel now because we just sold off the 4th spot. Although, I will say this, we could allow it to go up to 6 spots, but that would reduce your odds of winning. I think 4 is the right number. I think 4 is the magic number. You ready? We don't want it to last too long. So before we officially get this going, let me find some music. Oh, let's see how many subscribers we have tonight now. Hey, okay, we picked up about 20 subscribers. Very cool. And let me jump over here. So we're going to choose Pokemon Red Victory Music. Let's see. Trainer Battle? No, that's the regular trainer battle. How do you play Trainer Victory theme? Maybe it's this. There it is. All right, cool. So that's what we'll do. We have the trainer battle music and then the victory music as well. Very cool. I sent in for the duel as well. So Dave, I think we'll have the duels be 4 people at a time as a rule, because as you add more people, the pot gets larger, but your odds of winning gets lower. So it's a trade-off. And for now, I think 4 is working very good. Let's see what we got. Here goes. All right. So these 2 guys get placed to the side. And the first battle is between Jacob Underwood and Stephen Knoll. Good luck, guys. I sent in for the duel as well, says Dave. How's it going, Dave? So we'll get a fresh round started with you, okay? Look, Larry Ellis is in as well. All right, so in this case, Jacob Underwood, you're going to have a tough time because your fighting card closest to the code card is Cosmoem. You know what that basically means? I think it means that you are out of the battle. You had a very bad pull, Mr. Jacob Underwood. I apologize. And Stephen Knoll pulls Surfing Pikachu. So he's going to have a winning chance against whoever he fights over here. So Stephen Knoll is still in the battle. Yeah, sometimes we can figure out who's going to lose right away. You don't actually have to battle them off. Now we have a battle between Bryant and Foucault, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Thomas Reynolds is the other player. I also sent for a duel. Sounds good, Dave. We'll get you into the next round, okay? You might be on a delay, Mr. Dave. All right, Thomas Reynolds. Oh, no! That's a beautiful Gold Star Umbreon. Now you really don't want to lose Thomas Reynolds. You also have Surfing Pikachu. Oh, man, I don't know. So Surfing Pikachu doesn't have any special tricks up his sleeve. He might just lose based on the numbers here with the Surfing Pikachu VMAX. Actually, I think it's going to be determined by who goes first. No, Surfing Pikachu VMAX wins in every situation, I believe. Whether he goes first or whether he goes second. Bryant Foucault. Is it Foucault? He pulls... Oh my lord. So his fighting card, which is closest to the code card, is Mew. So Bryant has Mew. I think we can determine a winner just by analyzing the cards. For Mr. Bryant, Mew is going to get washed over by Surfing Pikachu, who deals 150 damage the moment he reaches 3 energies. Bryant, you're out of the battle. That means the remaining fight is between Thomas Reynolds and Stephen Knoll. But take a look. Both of their moves require 3 energy cards, right? Max Surfer can kill Surfing Pikachu in 2 moves. But Surf cannot kill Surfing Pikachu VMAX in 2 moves. So I'm pretty sure no matter how it plays out, Surfing Pikachu VMAX wins this, right? Let's try it out. So let's let Surfing Pikachu go first. He gets 1 energy. He gets 1 energy. He gets 2 energies. Surfing Pikachu gets 2 energies. Surfing Pikachu V uses Surf for 150 damage. Alright, now Surfing Pikachu VMAX uses Max Surfer for 160 damage. Alright, Surfing Pikachu's got 40 left. It's Surfing Pikachu's turn again. He uses Surf, which is another 150. But because this guy has 310 HP, he is left with 10 HP. Surfing Pikachu VMAX then uses Max Surfer and knocks out Surfing Pikachu. The winner of the pack battle, the duel, is Stephen Knoll. Congratulations, Stephen Knoll. You take the whole thing, including Gold Star Umbreon. Congratulations. Wow. Wild, man. That's Stephen Knoll. Woo! Scary, man. Mr. Steven, your Pikachu is a little bit better. Now, there we go. Yay! Stephen Knoll received Umbreon Gold Star as a result of the outcome of the battle. Ooh. Mr. Steven, that's a good day for you. It's a good day for anyone when you can pull that. Let's find his bag. Here it is. Woo! Yeah, I saw that Surfing Pikachu come out, and I'm like, 150, huh? I don't think that means he's got a chance. So the last guy had to pull some kind of major card to win, and he didn't. He pulled Mew. Peterson was still running good, though. Who? All right, let's see what's up next. We have Giovanni Bonaire, 7 Fusion Strikes. Oh, let's get the regular music going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Makes up for that Celebrations Charizard snipe that happened. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Man, those duels are a lot of fun because you get to see the cards and understand them a little bit better, you know? Like, as collectors, we don't always play the game. I think a lot of us just don't play the game at all. And so this is kind of nice because it introduces us to the actual card game. Sneak. Mister, do you have a personal collection and a separate investment collection, or would you sell them all? I mean, there's cards I'm really attached to. Ultimately, if I wanted to retire, I could sell them all and just be done with it. Let me think of a card I really could not sell. I would really struggle to sell the PSA 10 Dark Magneton First Edition because it really does just remind me of my childhood a lot. I really like that card. All right, we got Staryu. Here's Dunsparce. Maybe also the Blaine's Charizard. My dad pulled one of those when I was a kid. He pulled a first edition Blaine's Charizard out of a booster pack in front of me, and so I have a lot of memories of that card and how crazy it was. Toxtricity. We have Ninetales. Ooh, these are kind of cold so far. And Eevee. Mr. Giovanni Bonaire. Woo! Perfectly cold. Fusion Strikes. Wait a second. That ain't right. It's supposed to be hot, man. We got any bonus cards for you? I'm looking for a bonus. We can't let Mr. Giovanni Bonaire walk away with nothing. Here you go, man. We'll get you one of these nice gold stars. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a 10. These just come randomly out of these boxes that I open all the time. So, yeah, probably 1 or 2 of them are 10s. They're all packed fresh. Guesting, Guadalupe, Grayson, Giovanni Bonaire. Wow, man, I really like the Pokemon duels. Those are a lot of fun. I like seeing who's going to win and who's going to lose based on the game. All right. If it ever becomes too popular, I'm going to make it like a 2-pack buy-in. So you got to buy like 2 of these celebrations. Also, interestingly enough, we are finding out, we're finding out certain matchups are definite wins or losses. Like if we ever have a Surfing Pikachu V versus a Surfing Pikachu VMAX again, we already know the VMAX always wins. Next up, we got Brendan Anastasi. Anastasi? Can I have 3 of the Japanese celebrations and 2 Evolving Skies? You got it. 2, 3. And 2 Evolving Skies. You ready? Mr. Brendan, would you do the pack battles between different sets? No, I think that's kind of a bad idea. It'll always be the same set. All right, we've got Entei. I think celebrations are serving as a very good pack battle right now. All right, we've got Surfing Pikachu. We were just seeing this guy beat up the other Pikachu. Okay, we've got... I think what'll happen is if we ever get too familiar with one set, we'll move on to another one for the pack battles, the duels. Set up the next battle, says Riley. Well, the battles are set up by people buying in with one pack. So that's how it's set up. It sounds like Larry Ellis and Dave O'Callahan both bought in. So we're approaching another round already. So Shadow Lugia is a beast card. Is it feasible to pull them in packs? What? What are you talking about? Shadow Lugia? I think that might be a made-up card. Here we are. Brandon. Anna. Stacy. What if we had a Pokemon duel where you were allowed to randomly select a card out of your own bag and place it onto the table for a duel, so that it didn't really require, it didn't require new booster packs. You can play with cards you already own and hopefully, snipe your neighbor's cards. That'd be interesting. Next up, we have Sven Jansen. 2 more live custom boosters and 2 fusion strikes. You got it, Sven. Oops. We got 1 Dragapult. Oh, nice. And Palkia. All right, Mr. Sven also needs 2 fusion strikes. Oops. 1 and 2. Look at this Gengar, man. I swear, the guy who made Crabominable and Guzzlord probably also made this Gengar VMAX, because he decided it'd be all about having this weird sort of like big tummy, legs don't matter. Makes me think of that guy. Oh, look at this. We got Hoopa. Hoopa full art. A nice snipe there, Sven. He got that in 2 packs. And Sharpedo. Wow. How about Charizard Battle, first edition? That's right. Everyone chooses their best Charizard. So that's for our friend, Mr. Sven. Here we are, Sven. That's not a bad round, Sven. A little tough on the live customs, maybe. And now we have Dave O'Callahan. He would like into the pack duels. Pokemon duels. Dave O'Cal. N. There we go. My best Charizard is my Battle Deck Charizard. All right. After Dave, we have Brandon Galligan. 2 live custom boosters. I've no bag. Trying my luck. Mr. Brandon Galligan, are you ready? Win. Oh, a Ditto. And 2. Groudon. I'm sorry, Mr. Brandon Galligan. Those are 2 cold packs, man. Yeah, these live custom boosters are pretty scary. You just experienced 2 cold pulls. You're on the table now, though. I think you got to be careful with these because it's easy to get carried away. All right, you go into the B box. You got your own bag now. Now we have Sun Fan, and he wants into the vintage pack break. Perfect. So the vintage pack break is now done. All right, and what we have here are 8 spots for 2 cards a spot. And Larry Ellis said he didn't want to be having both of his cards in this pack break. He wants one of them to be in the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're good. Can I get a number? I'm not going to risk the snipe, says Shahir. Matthew Fowler says 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, here we go. Time for these vintage Topps cards from 20 years ago. They're actually really old, guys. All right. So we got the top pack here. Let's see what's in the top pack. Oh, an Arcanine. Nice. So that is a very cool pull. So let's take a quick look. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I see Pikachu right after him, too. So Pikachu and Arcanine in that pack. You're going to want to be the guy who pulls both of those. There's a Charmeleon. Got Clefable, Nidoran, and Butterfree. Okay. So that gets set down. I was unsticking them there. That's what I was doing. So they stick to each other slightly. But this has been a very good box. And these cards are not sticking to each other too badly. Okay, Poliwrath. That's actually also not that bad. You know what I mean? Because if I was going to get one of the Polys, I would want the Final Evolution. Oh, no, 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 no. All right. Send him off to the side. Be careful there. Vileplume, Clefable. Card trying to jump right out of my hand. Bellsprout and Venomoth. There we go. All right. Here goes. It's Sun Fan. Hey, congratulations, Sun Fan. So you actually pull the Poliwrath. Congratulations. Wow, beautiful. Now, as a courtesy, I'm going to be putting him into a card grader. All right, here you go. So he goes into a card grader for you. And we write your name up here. All right, so your name's on the card, so we know whose it is. And then your card goes with everyone else's. So here's everyone else's, and yeah, you can see a lot of cards here. So we've been opening quite a few of these, actually. And Mr. Sun Fan, you'll need to tell me when you're shipping that you have this, okay? You need to tell me that I placed it to the side. Yeah, the Topps Hollow placed to the side. All right, now your other card is Mankey, and this will go right into your bag. All right. Mr. Sun Fan, let's find your bag. Here it is. Doot. You don't keep benching your future QB and then the Watson trade rumors. You guys talking sports? Here's Derek Ortega. Mr. Derek pulls a Vileplume. All right, you got a Vileplume. Now, the non-hollows can sometimes be good. Maybe you can pull a starter. Maybe you can pull Charizard non-hollow would be very good, actually. But this is going to be Derek Ortega picking up Clefable and Vileplume. I really don't think those are that bad. I feel like Derek Ortega might need a new bag. Actually, was he one of the guys trying to ship? Yeah, he was. Here it is. Here we go. Derek Ortega. All right, we just put that into your bag there. After Derek, we have Nathan Gardner. Mr. Nathan pulls Tentacool. As well as Meowth. Nothing too crazy, Mr. Nathan Gardner. Nathan will be in the end box. Here we are. Very cool, man. Morgan John. I think Morgan John jumped in here, and this was his first time. You pick up Bellsprout and a very cool Venomoth. Here we are. Ah, now the next guy is going to be real lucky. That's a good pull next. Yeah, whoever's next got pretty lucky. Let's see. We're looking for Morgan John. Did Morgan John ship? Matthew. Ryan Dubois. I don't think he did ship. Let me create a new bag. All right, here we are. All right. I feel like he definitely should be there though. Let me pull this down. All right, you're definitely not past this. Melissa, Michael, Mohammed. Yeah, it looks like he does need a new bag. Rob K says at King of Games, TCG. Alex PSX for mod. I don't know. Could we really trust Alex as a mod? All right, there we go. So that's for Morgan John. I think tomorrow night we'll have a final pack break of the Topps cards, and we'll move on to another set so that things stay fresh. Next up, Catherine Dahl. Catherine has done very well here, pulling this beautiful Arcanine. Take a look at that. Wild, man. Great pull. Okay, Catherine. You know, I'm not even seeing print lines in here. That other box we opened, some of the cards had print lines. Nice. All right, Catherine going into the hollow box. Very cool. And she also pulled Pikachu. Now, Pikachu is not a bad pull either. There it is. All right, Pikachu is also going to be sleeved up as a courtesy for Miss Catherine. Pick it. All right. So nice. There we go. Pikachu! Calm down, Pikachu. So wild, man. Larry Ellis pulls Pidgey. I think I'm out of penny sleeves. All right, I'll be right back. I got to get penny sleeves, guys. It'll just take a second. Oh, so nice to stand. Holy moly. All right. So we got plenty of penny sleeves now. Tons of them, in fact. Whew. So Larry Ellis. We got a lovely Pidgey. And a lovely Charmeleon. How nice. That's for Larry Ellis. And he has a large Larry Ellis bag with lots of square cut cards in it. Here we are. Very good. All right, after Larry Ellis, we have Kevin O'Neill. Mr. Kevin pulls Clefable. And Nidoran, he's so cute. Wait, that's the girl Nidoran. She's so cute. That's for Kevin O'Neill, who has a bag up here. Sorry, Larry. Larry says, oof. Catherine Dahl was the real winner here. She got a really nice pull. Finally, we have Renell Gamboa. Renell has a very fat bag over here. Yeah, Catherine did well. She sniped that hollow Arcanine. What a cool card. And then the Pikachu as well. Like, both cards were good. There we go. That's Nidoran. Oh, I got it in reverse. That's the female. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Although, it seems a lot like Pokemon's assuming Nidoran's gender here back in the year 2000. Very unwoke of them. All right, here we go. I think they're suggesting that the two Nidorans are gendered. And that's up for the Nidorans to decide, really. All right, there you go, Mr. Rennell. Very good. That's the end of the pack break. We have a fresh pack break running with Larry Ellis already in it. How nice. Okay. Deborah Callahan, Brandon Galligan, Sunfan. Larry Ellis wants into a pack duel. All right. Mr. Larry. There we go. Marcos Quinones says 1 EV Heroes and 2 Japanese commons. What's up, Marcus? Whoop. So your Japanese common is whoop, Persian. What a nice pull, man. It's a cute little card. And let's see what you got in your pack here. Sneep. Ah, totally cold. All right. Now, he actually ordered 2 Japanese commons. Sorry about that. So we'll bring this box down. Ugh. And pull you one from the middle. And you pull... Whoop! Nidorino! Nidorino! There you go, Mr. Marcos. Mr. Marcos with an M. Have you ever cut a bit off the card by accident? Have I ever? No, never. Marcos, except for that one time. You know. So I think we're starting a new bag for him. Just that one time that I cut the first edition base set Charizard. All right, very good. Mr. Marcos. Now we have Bryant Foucault. Is it Foucault? He says Pokemon Duel. You got it. Mr. Bryant. Prediction on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. I think he'll be found not guilty. There we go. I think I tossed this marker away now. And now we're going to refresh. When Mr. misses, he cuts them in half. It's like the people request him to do it. All right, we're all refreshed. Some more than others. I can definitely tell that we're coming toward the end of the stream. I'd like to call no more orders at this point. We have Larry Ellis, who says live custom. All right, Larry Ellis. Oh, it's going to fall apart. Good luck, Larry. Whoop. 1 Toxtricity. All right, I know you guys are going to want to jump into that box, but I did call no more orders, okay? Larry Ellis. And the reason I called no more orders is because there was only 2 new orders that had been added, and that's when I start calling no more orders. All right. Somebody else probably also ordered live customs, though. We'll find out in a minute. So the other order was Dennis Sanders for 2 Evo Skies Snipes. You got it. Mr. Dennis Sanders. I hope my order went through before you called. Well, what time is it? 4:03. Snip. All right. What do we got? We've got rubber gloves and Hippodon. Mr. Dennis, that ain't no Umbreon VMAX alternative art. Sorry, Dennis. No crazy snipes for you this time. Donate them. Thank you, Dennis. I actually did that without asking. Is that bad? Should I not do that, you think? Maybe I shouldn't do that. All right, I do see a final order for Stephen Knoll, and Stephen Knoll orders 2 custom boosters. The order comes in right now at 2:03 a.m. So Mr. Stephen, I had already called no more orders. We can't service the custom boosters. I can open up your 2 celebrations, and I can refund the 2 live customs for you. I apologize. Larry Ellis had ordered his live custom boosters. He had ordered them 12, almost 20 minutes ago, which means that, you know, the live custom booster box had already had packs open out of it at that point, and that was when he placed his order. So we can't have a last second opening of the live customs. We don't allow it. Stephen Knoll, give me a minute. So Mr. Stephen Knoll, you're receiving $40 back. And we have your 2 celebrations right here. All right, and would you like for me to go ahead and open these? Well, he didn't say he wanted in the duel, so let's go ahead and open them. Snip. This is actually good that we're wrapping up a little earlier than 5 hours tonight. I'm going to spend the extra time off getting a lot more shipping done. Zacian V, can you do all celebrations, please, instead of refund? I already hit the refund button. I'm sorry, man. I wish I had heard that, because I would love to have opened up 4 more packs for you. Mr. Steven, let me go ahead and add this to your bag. Stephen Knoll. Oh, you're the guy that picked up that Gold Star Umbreon. You did pretty well tonight. Nice. Glad to see that, man. So, we are going to actually run this last pack battle, the duel. That's what we do. All right, Pokeduel time. So Brian will be placed to the side, and he'll fight the winner of this duel over here. We have Dave O'Callahan and Larry Ellis. Let's see what people pull. We can kind of predict who's going to win a duel pretty fast. So we only have to battle out the ones we're not sure about. Larry Ellis. So your closest fighting card is actually the Groudon. And you bring in a Here Comes Team Rocket to the pool, huh? All right. Groudon's not bad, by the way. That's Larry Ellis. And then Dave O'Callahan. Dave O'Callahan also has a bit of a cold pull. He has Solgaleo as his player. Crazy. All right. Let's take a quick look. Massive Rend requires 4 energies. Magma Volcano. Oh, very interesting. And then Solar Geyser. Let's play him out. Here goes. I don't know how it's going to end. So it does land on a 2, which is considered heads, which means Solgaleo would move first. So Solgaleo would add 1 energy card, then Groudon would. Solgaleo would add another energy card and deal 100 damage with Solar Geyser. And then Groudon would add his 2nd energy card, so he would have 2 energy cards now. Solgaleo would then use Solar Geyser a 2nd time and end the fight. The fight does go to Dave O'Callahan. Congratulations, Dave. Now we have the battle between Brian Foucault and Dave O'Callahan. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing names sometimes. Oh, no. You're going to end up with Mew as your fighting Pokemon, but you basically had a cold pack, so you're not really losing anything, Brian. And I believe we can say that Mr. Bryant is not going to win the fight. He's only got 60 health, and he's got 30 damage on Psyshot, which is a 2 energy card move. So, once again, Dave O'Callahan is going to win that fight by default. Mr. Dave! Oops, give me a second. Let me play the victory music. Yay! All right, Dave O'Callahan Congratulations, man. You didn't really pick up too much. These holo cards would normally be donated, but you did take the holographic full art, Here Comes Team Rocket, from your first opponent. So that's kind of a nice thing, right? Yeah, not too crazy around because there weren't too many crazy pulls. Let's go ahead and find Dave O'Callahan's bag. Dave O'Callahan just kind of came in and swept, didn't he? We can turn this off now. Let's see. Did Dave O'Callahan have a bag? Dioncio, Dominic, Dylan, David. He might be in an overflow. Nice one. Shame about the cold packs. I'll take it, though. In the Hall of Champions now. You've done it, Dave. We ought to have a duel where there's like 6 people involved. That'd be really cool. Because I think what we could do is we could open all the packs at once, and we could decide very quickly who has no chance of winning. Dave O'Callahan. All right, that's going to be the end of the live stream. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, talking with us, enjoying the cards getting opening. Everyone who supports the channel and all the subscribes. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. I'll be back on tomorrow night.